Wapa. Good evening. I probably should have worn the other three. Sorry. Oh, there's Jasmo with the glasses. Hi. Your head just like popped up, and it's like I'm in character. Good evening, everybody. I am Ryan, co-founder of the Whole Card, where you find yourself this evening, and I am your GM for the evening and for the home stretch, really, of Titansgrave, The Ashes of Valkana, Season 1. With me
He said it.
What?
Season 1.
Season 1, yes.
That means there's more.
Tentatively, yes. With me, of course, my wonderful players. I have Yuli Fox as Mira, the human mage. I have Jasmo Colors, another wonderful artistic streamer, as Rev, the blind orc warrior. As I've had to constantly remind myself somehow, for some reason. I have... Thank you. Ooh, that looks decent. Have Empress Jen with 2 N's as the wonderful halfling mage Neela, and my wonderful wife Mel.
I'm not ready for life.
The elf rogue.
Yeah.
Flower.
Yeah, something.
I exist somewhere or something.
Can Ryan get any more... Oh, stop it, Trey.
What?
Can Ryan get any more good looking? No, I'm this ugly.
Yeah, he's pretty much stuck this way.
pretty much stuck this way. Maybe if I shaved.
No! Absolutely not. There would be hell to pay if you shaved your face. I'd get the entire internet to revolt against you.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool, actually.
I sort of feel like I have a little bit of that power. At least a smidge of the internet. I'm gonna get them to revolt against you if you do that.
Anyway, welcome to Tabletop Tuesday, and welcome to episode 11 of... 10?
I've been keeping count, I promise.
10. Episode 10 of Titansgrave, The Ashes of Valkana.
Happy
10th anniversary!
10.
10 episode anniversary! Woo!
10 episode anniversary.
Haha. So, where did we leave off?
Oh God.
No.
A whole bunch of adventure as our players left basically all of the mapped continent of Valkana.
We don't know where we are.
You left Nestora on a week-long journey to find the Moon Perch, which is where Arnon Reed's manor is supposedly built. Sure enough, Rev surprised everyone with a secret to getting in by playing his clarinet on stream.
I'm still so impressed.
Bloody awesome.
That's amazing. Like, of both Rev and Jasmo. Like, both me and my character are super impressed.
And you made your way over to the Moon Perch and through the almost labyrinth of ruins that the manor has turned into. Even coming across a small teddy bear friend along the way.
Here.
A little runcible.
I like him.
Oh,
Yeah, you do now.
no, you've seen Five Nights at Freddy's.
He did not remind me of Freddy Fazbear.
Oh, he might as well have.
I guess in looks, yeah, maybe.
And you found a secret door in the manor that led to a teleport pad that activated, and that is where you stand now.
I mean, it took a minute, but it activated.
Took a minute.
But we got it.
That took a minute. So, where you are now, there's a flash
Bing.
as the teleportation pad activates. You reappear on a similar pad and breathe a sigh of relief. Then the floor gives out beneath you and you fall into darkness.
Woo!
A few seconds later, there is another flash and you feel yourselves transported again. You are still falling, but you quickly hit the ground, landing on a hard, wet stone, but are uninjured. When you pick yourself up and get oriented, you find you are in a small cavern of natural stone. The ceiling is pebbled with small stones that slowly drip condensation onto the smooth floor. The cavern slopes away into the distance, becoming narrower as it goes. A white, flickering light shines at the far end.
Can can we see? Is it very dark? Or is there like...
It is dark. The only light source that you can really see is that flickering light at the end of this cavern, which is about 20 yards away from you. Around on the floor, the ground is rock, but it is smooth enough that it's not like a treacherous or like cracked in any sort of way. It looks like a cave. Except there's also some stones scattered across, varying in size and shape, from like being like small little pebble type things to about a foot to a foot and a half tall. Some are like slightly jagged, kind of stalagmite looking, and then of course above you is the stalactite looking things that are dripping.
Okay.
You guys decide what y'all want to do. Oh, first, Flowera, I'm gonna need a Constitution check.
No, yay! Sorry, my dice aren't prepared. I do apologize for that. Which just means whatever dice I take are the dice I take. We're starting off strong, y'all.
Oh, this is pretty good.
Oh, good. Constitution, that's going to be a 15.
Okay. Good to know.
Great. Am I dead?
You are not.
Am I in pain?
You are not.
Oh, excellent. Do I look hideous?
You're itchy.
I'm itchy. Fantastic. Are there any? Can I listen? Like, is the light making any kind of sound, or do we? Wait, I can see.
Yeah, you can see.
Was there anyone else in here with
It's just you guys.
And it's just this. I'm gonna look up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything up there? Or just the stalagmites?
Just the stalactites.
All right.
When they're on a ceiling, they're stalactites. When on the ground, they're stalagmites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the more you know.
Stalagmites got an M in them.
What?
Harry Potter.
Oh.
Harry Potter.
Yum Riddle's back.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Ooh.
I was like, what? I don't remember any stalagmites in Harry Potter.
The first chapter. I recently reread it. Like,
Oh, okay.
what's the difference between stalagmites and stalactites? And Hagrid trying not to throw up his like, stalagmites have an M in them.
Because he doesn't know. He's just like, I don't know, whatever.
Error?
I wanna.
Yeah, never mind.
Can we I want to sneak to the end of the hall towards the light.
Sneak.
I don't want to be heard or possibly, I guess, seen maybe.
All right. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Yay! I get to reroll stealth in case I don't do well, because I have scouting. I just wanted an excuse to use it. I don't think I've rolled stealth this entire game.
So to be clear, this means that you're taking the lead.
Looks like it.
Okay.
I'm very excited about whatever that light is, so I'm heading towards it. I did not take. Oh, that's right. I didn't take it. I rolled. Oh, if I re-roll it, I have to take the second result. So I'm gonna stick with it. I think this is fine.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like saunter over.
Am I very flower away? I'm doing the Pink Panther thing. Da-da, da-da.
Hear that? Just a comment on chat. Aronin, I learned it as stalactites are like hanging down, and there's the T, like the hanging part of the T, like the T is the ceiling, and they're hanging down, and stalagmites are with the M.
Like it's coming from the ground.
Like it's coming from the ground.
Oh,
That's how I
cute.
learned it.
That's really cute.
I remember learning that stalactites are like, you pull up tights. So like...
You were taught wrong.
Yeah. Oh, Georgia.
Okay.
Maybe I should be worried about taking the GACE and getting my teaching degree down there.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't take much.
So,
Works for me.
So yeah, so Flower leading the way, she's moved her movement down.
And I'm stealthing, so I should be very aware of things.
Yeah, you're aware of your surroundings. You don't see anybody in this cavern, except the other three of you.
Mm-hmm. I'm making my way all the way to the light.
Okay. What you see when you get to the end of this cavern is a small hole that it appears that you can fit through, but not without a little bit of struggle. And the flickering light you see coming from below appears to be kind of a malfunctioning looking portal. Like, it's flickering because it's malfunctioning, but it's in fact a portal.
Like the one we just transported on? Or
Well,
just like a why? Dude, you're not allowed to eat. You're the DM. You have to answer all of our questions.
well, you just came through on a telepad. You teleported here. So rather than standing on this thing and then being physically transported somewhere else, you would go through this thing and potentially being transported somewhere else.
Oh, it's like a magical portal, but it's broken? Huh. Neato. Are you guys with me now? Did they follow me?
I don't know, did they?
I'm following.
Yeah. Sure.
Rev, go ahead and make a hearing check.
Ooh.
Rev is good at those.
You would think. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
You said hearing, not smelling.
Hearing, yes.
Okay, 16.
Cool.
Damn.
As you're making your way through the cavern, you kind of hear a kind of gurgling sound that's not coming from any of the four of you.
Not our empty bellies.
Is it a babbling brook?
With a hint of them. Name the reference.
Is it high or low?
It's coming from under you, like near your feet, and also a little bit behind you.
From the way we came.
Yes.
There's no other exit though, right? It's like a closed off cavern, and then the only way out is this, I guess, this direction we went in?
Yes.
Are we missing some kind of, is there like an entrance we can't see or something? Is it a troll performing proper oral hygiene? I don't know.
Where the heck did that come from?
Guys, if you make me make decisions, you know I'm touching the portal. So do what you want to do in here, because I'm about to touch it. I'm gonna touch the butt.
And as I tell everyone that there's some weird gurgling sound, and someone with some eyes better see what it is.
Hey, I can see things.
I don't have dark sight.
I do.
So, Flower, when you hear Rev call, you look
My
behind.
buddy tells me. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you look behind you, and you. Timing is everything. You.
All right.
That's a great sound.
You see that Rev is suddenly surrounded by these stones. And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh god.
Guys, we're fighting with rocks.
Gurgling rocks.
Gurgling rocks.
When you rock.
There we go. You go, Flowera. You go, girl.
When they're not rolling. No. I tried.
We have the time, Lord.
Rocking. When they're not rocking. That would make more sense.
Too late.
You just stop the time. Alright, so we're all rolling initiative.
Yes.
18.
Thing.
There we go. You go,
Oh,
Flowera.
God.
10.
Okay.
I
6,
rolled a
15.
4.
You
Right.
rolled 4?
I rolled a 4.
Did you roll trip ones?
Almost.
Oh.
I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Did you add your dexterity?
I haven't yet. This is getting tweeted.
Give her a minute. Give her a minute.
Rev, you said 15?
Yes,
17.
it's going last this time. It ain't me, finally.
6.
Oh God.
I missed Rev again because there was more talking.
17.
17. That is more than 15.
But less than 18.
All right. Flora. So
What am I looking at?
So you're looking at stones that were in different places that are now surrounding Rev. Also, Rev, you're gonna. Whoops.
Dang!
One of my die has escaped me. Rev, you're gonna take 3 points of penetrating damage.
Ouch. Something bit me.
Starting off so well.
Right? Okay. So I'm looking at these rocks that are surrounding Rev. Is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Have I? Okay.
And Rev just said, "Ouch! Something bit me."
I'm not intimidated by rocks, and so I'm not like super prepared for fighting.
Okay.
But I am going to like. Oh, dang it! I wish I had like a. Alright, I'm gonna take out my blaster pistol, but readying an action is a minor.
Yes.
Okay. Do I recognize these like what they are with my natural lore? Have I seen anything like this before, or could I infer what these might be? Why rocks are moving?
You can go ahead and make a check to see if you can identify them.
Intelligence natural lore?
Mm-hmm.
Woo, natural lore! Ooh. 15 with 2 stun points.
Okay. What you know and everything that you've learned, either from the back of your mind or...
My pappy told me. Not Papa, but Pappy. From Eloise.
There's a wheel spinning. Sorry. Keep tracking, dude.
Why, Wheel? Why? Guys, I'm never getting a new laptop again.
From what you see... Yeah, we might be getting a new laptop again.
I think it's how funny though the difference between an i5 processor and an i7 processor.
Reroll multi-dice.
Hey!
Woohoo!
Is that for us or for you?
That is for you. What you do recognize about them, or what you gather them to be, is that these are sentient stones that tend to lie in wait, and they feast on the nutrients that the natural water tends to bring into caverns. But occasionally, people and things tend to have much more rare nutrients and minerals that they need.
So they like water? Is that a Pokemon thing, or I could spray them with water and that, and they could,
They
super
do like
effective?
water, but if the opportunity presents itself, as it has now, they prefer flesh.
I'll just say that I told them this information.
Yeah.
But and then I'll tell them, guys, these are these sentient rocks. I thought they were just from like fairy tales that my pappy told me, but apparently they're real, and that's really cool. But I feel like maybe we could get around these like pretty easily and not actually have to fight rocks.
That would be cool.
Do they have teeth? They have mouths? Like,
Do they?
The gurgling that you heard was probably from their organs.
Oh my.
their organs.
Are they like the little troll people from Frozen?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh my god!
You know, I'm okay with that.
I am so sorry, downstairs neighbors. I am so sorry.
What happened?
Meru knocked the Chewy box over, and there was still a 28-pound box of cat litter in it. She knocked it off the couch, and it thumped to the ground.
Because she tried to get in it.
And it was not balanced.
So she jumped, and then she went, "Oh crap."
I didn't hear it.
Pass the meatball.
Pass the
Thank you so
meatball, thank you
much.
so much for the cherry. That gets a spin of the wheel.
Is that 150? Oh no, 100 bits. 100 bits is a wheel. Spin. We might trade this in for an i7. But no,
Or a
but
cat
really,
overload,
thank you
yeah.
for real.
That's a green berry.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say these are rocks. I got past them. Mira, Neela, and I got past them easy enough. I think we can just go.
You get +1/-1 to reroll. Oh, to a roll. To a roll. Not to re-roll. Sorry.
Yeah, to a trait.
Right.
Roll or whatever. That's my. I think that's. Is that my turn? Or does that count as a major action that I did an attribute test?
I'll count that as a minor.
So that's 2 minors then. Because I also ready my blaster pistol.
Okay then.
I'm not.
tall
I'm
are
like
these?
not eager to fight a bunch of rocks. These
Rev.
are not competition.
Rev, what are you doing?
That's
I don't know. How tall are these? What shape are these rocks? How surrounded am I? Am I like...
You are surrounded. They made a ring around you. Ring around the Rev. Oh.
So,
We were on the
How
same
tall are
wavelength,
they?
but we
Can Rev,
finished.
like, just step over them?
approved.
You can, and you can make a dexterity acrobatics or strength jumping check.
Could I play golf with them? I'll take my morning staff or quarterstaff. I don't know what I'm holding anymore. Just like,
I'll try to jump over them.
what? What? A morning? I don't know what I said. A morning star. That's what I meant to
like,
say.
I have a morning
I'm
star.
pretty sure Neela does
Morning
not have a
star, I
morning
made it
star.
It's new.
19? That's a... Okay, yeah, you get over them.
Rev's got jumps.
Despite the fact that you can't see them and where they are, you're pretty sure you clear them, and you clear them.
Nice.
Morning star.
I have that pole. I could, like, kind of pole vault over them.
That's true.
I love this idea.
Ronan, they're old enough to be considered classic.
The golden oldies.
Alright, so that I'll consider a major, and a minor if you wanted to move away from them, you can do that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, like, pole vault over them and, like, quick step away.
Cool. Which one? All right. These rocks move toward you very slowly, and in between Flora and the rest of you, a couple of them drop from the ceiling.
Oh, right, because I'm just hanging out right next to this portal.
Mhm.
I'm really tempted to just stick my finger in it. Guys, can we just... They're rocks.
Neela,
Yes.
you're up, Dolly.
So the rocks are between. So it's me, rocks, Flora, and Portal.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so tiny. Well, oh wait, I forgot. Did I miss how big are these rocks? Are they on the floor? Are they like little trolls?
They're on the on the ground. They vary in height from about maybe 6 inches, like a baseball-sized pebble kind of thing, to about a foot to a foot and a half tall and wide, like rock. So they kind of vary in size.
Mm-hmm.
They're small.
Can I maybe climb up a little on Rev and then just jump off of him to get over the rocks to make sure I clear them?
Sure. You can, make a.
If that's okay, Rev.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and make a dexterity, acrobatics, or strength jumping check.
Jumping. Don't have climbing. So I'll go with dexterity. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. You do that. You climb on Rev's back, and you jump right onto the ones that are in between you and Flora,
Oh, I
And it-
missed. Oh.
and it's going to cause 3 damage to you. Penetrating.
3 damage. What does penetrating mean? That it just doesn't like no
It
defense.
means if you
box or
have
anything?
armor, it goes. Your armor is unaffected.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
it goes right through the armor. Mira.
Alright. I will ready and yeah, I'll just ready my Morning Star.
Okay.
So there are still like rock creatures, me, and flower in the portal.
Yes.
Are we trying to go through the portal, or did we? I thought we just came through the portal.
We came off of a telepath that's on the other side of the cavern, and then we went down the cavern as it's narrowing down this path, and at the end of the path is this little white light, which is the portal. Which I'm telling you, my finger is inches away from it, just because I'm so enthralled by it.
Hole. And from the hole, you can see the portal.
Oh, I gotta wiggle through it. Oh, I'm wiggling through it.
Wiggle.
Sorry, I love you guys, but I'm not intimidated.
Rib's gonna be a little bit big to wiggle through anything.
I can make it bigger. I know what I said. That's what I said.
So can I try to like run around the rock creatures
You
to
can.
get Clara? I'm going to try.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity acrobatics check.
Let's hope I roll better.
You go, girl.
I mean, it's better. 9.
Most anything is better than a 4, so just putting that out there.
I mean, I said it's better.
Yeah. You go ahead and trying to run around these rocks proves not so good as you stumble, trip, and you fall and take 2 damage penetrating.
That sounds alright.
Damn rocks.
Friggin' rock, they're just rocks.
That's what I said. Why are we worried about rocks? Let's just go. There's a pretty white light over there.
All right.
Run around them.
Yes.
Back at you.
Can I shoot at the hole and make it bigger? Because I know Rev's got to go through it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fantastic. I'm using my blaster pistol. Because it's already out. I'm going to use my blaster pistol. I'm going to aim.
Okay.
Do I have a higher dex than the wall?
I'm sure you do.
Can I get a +1 for that?
Yes.
Yay! I love our DM. So it can be +1 for my pinpoint attack, +1 for aim. Oh, that was pathetic. Hey, can I use some of those rerolls? I don't need it, honestly, maybe. I'm gonna go with what I've got.
You're seriously like checking against a wall, and 13? You want to reroll?
Yeah, no, you definitely you shoot at the wall, and a bit of rock boulder, probably about the size of one of these rocks, comes loose and goes outward. It falls and hits a couple of ledges and goes into the portal, disappearing from your sight.
Lower than the hole?
Yes.
So I heard it hit a couple things and then like a whoop as it went through the portal or something?
Yeah.
Like a vacuum, like whoop. That sounds like a lot of... Does it sound like it fell a long distance?
No, because you can see where the portal is from where you are. It's
great.
just like a little bit...
I turn to the others and I say, last one through the portal is a rotten stump. And I start crawling through.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength climbing check.
Oh dear, can it be dexterity instead?
No.
Fantastic. Not bad. Oops. My strength is 12.
Yeah, you shimmy your way through this hole,
I'm
and
thin.
getting out of it, you kind of like stumble on some wet rocks, and eventually you go whoop 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 whoop.
I go,
whoop,
hey guys, I made it! Boop.
whoop, and you disappear.
I made it to the... Oh, Chad wanted me to crit fail it.
Oh.
Smash, you're ready through the portal.
Chad wanted me to crit fail it.
Oh, in that case, yeah, you're stuck in the wall right now.
Yay! I'm impenetrable! I'm a wall.
And now it's completely dark in here.
Oh, sorry guys, my butt's a little big. I ate a lot in Nestora.
No problem. It's all those
Chad, you
freaking
have to
cherry
have, like-
tarts.
What?
It was all those cherry tarts.
Oh my god, they were so good though. And I'm just like wiggling. You're just looking at my butt and my legs, just like wiggling in this hole.
No, now your butt's stuck.
I'm kicking.
Not that Rev would notice, yeah, pretty much.
Kicking. Oh, I'm a little upset Rev doesn't notice my butt. He can feel it if he wants.
Speaking of Rev,
He's already felt my boobs, so. Let's be real.
speaking of Rev, it's your turn.
Alright. How close am I to everybody else? Because I think I was in the back.
Yes, you were in the back, but you jumped over the that ring of rocks that were around you. And now it's the three of you and a couple of the stones in between you and Flower's butt in the wall.
Okay. Can I pick up the other two and try to just high step it over the rocks?
All right, make a climbing check or a strength check for both of them.
Damn. $19.
With relative ease, you managed to pick up both Neela and Mira. And using your runes as kind of guides, you tiptoe your way over the stones. And you make it to the far side of the wall where Flowera is a little stuck at the moment.
I'm like kicking my feet like how I learned how to swim.
Yeah.
Just like hoping it'll wiggle me through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying,
I
y'all.
guess I set the girls down.
Can Rev hear me if I be like, hey, Rev, I need a push. Rev, just a little push. My feet are kicking.
Your feet are kicking. Meanwhile, the stones that are now behind you creep up and are going to attack as one, and they're attacking all three of you. So in total, does 14 hit any and or all of you? Not you, Flower.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Not me.
It's me.
All right, so it hits all three of you for 8 damage. Not penetrating.
Dang.
Not penetrating.
Not penetrating.
Yep.
Okay. Yay.
Friggin' rocks.
And now we're back to the top of the order, Flowera. No, we're not. We're at Neela.
Who didn't go yet?
Neela and Mira.
Okay. I'm not that strong, so I don't know if I'd be able to push you through the rocks. Let's see. What do I have on me? I have a staff. Oh, no, I don't have a staff. I have a stick. I don't know if water would actually help to make you more slidable.
That would just make my butt wet. Are you guys still there?
We're coming!
Okay. It's a little itchy in here, and this light. Can I see the portal from here?
Yes.
Oh, what does it look like? What does this whole next room look like?
There's water flowing from above you, kind of over this cavern.
Am I getting wet?
A little bit. You're getting there's like a mist that's coming in, and this waterfall is kind of flowing, and it's flowing directly into this portal.
Oh, I tell them all that. Is there like a little part where there's like a little bit of a rainbow where the lights kind of like catch, or is there no light?
The only
The light from the portal is just kind of catching the spray.
Some of it, a little
Guys, it's beautiful in here.
Yeah, well, it's dark in here.
What t-shirt
Sorry,
contest?
Ren.
Okay, so I might as well, I'm gonna try to shimmy in and see if I can push her along a little.
bit. All right, go ahead and make a strength check.
I'm just sticking my tongue out trying to catch the
but...
water. Wait, last time I messed with water, I got
Oh gosh, it's terrible. 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right,
Oh, I
you
got stuck to their neck.
Funny enough, though, your little like nudge on her butt is enough to pop her right through. And the cave has given birth to a Flowera who now tumbles down and falls into the portal.
No grace.
No grace
I
whatsoever.
love it.
But in addition to that, you being so small, also go flying through this hole, which is way bigger than you because you're a halfling. And you also go tumbling down into this portal.
I'm like, that?
Hello from the other side.
Wow.
Mira, you're up.
So, Rev, do you want me to try and help you through? Or should I just try and go? Or should I try to
Just go. Yeah, get on the other side so you can try to pull.
Alright. I'm gonna try and go through the hole.
All right. It's going to be strength climbing.
Woohoo! 9.
Due to the biggerness of the hole,
You're welcome. I shot it a little.
you kind of like crouch down and you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. And you get to the other side of the hole.
Ooh.
And you kind of slip on the rocks, the wet rocks on the other side a little bit.
I mentioned there was
Okay.
water, or just that it was beautiful. I don't remember. Whoops.
A little column A, little column B. Rev.
Rev is gonna have Quat hop off and see if he can chisel a few extra rocks loose
Okay.
to widen the hole.
All right.
I don't know what he needs to roll to be successful at that.
You know what?
'Cause
I'm
I'm
gonna make
assuming
it.
this hole is still too small.
I'm gonna make it a fighting check. Cause I just imagine Quat like hopping off your shoulder and like using his tentacles as little fists and going.
It's like a jackhammer because there's just these little things, or are they actually
Like Quat
are
is
they,
like this
blunt
big.
little- but are they like blunt tentacles, or are they like sharp,
all of his little
spiny?
tentacles, like come together to a point, and he like drills. He just
Quad is my favorite next to like. You're all
Okay,
my
so do
favorite.
I have to roll to hit and then the damage, or just like
No, just roll. Just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just rolling
Do I
fighting.
add
How?
strength or accuracy?
Fighting.
Just fighting.
Yeah. Fighting is its own ability.
Okay. Then
That's the
spell.
one thing I'm like. That's
I don't have
strange
any
about me.
points in fighting. I've never used it.
Exactly.
So-
So I'm like,
Okay,
hey,
well.
let's
Yeah,
throw
that's
that
the
in
one
there.
weird thing about Fantasy 8. They have one stat that's specifically for fighting, but
And
only
it's
if you're
not
using
used.
heavy weapons. Otherwise, it's accuracy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No. 12.
12.
Yes.
All right. So he like kind of drills
Yeah,
like
Yeah, I'm gonna be quoted for
Another-
hentai and tentacle porn.
another couple
Yeah.
of inches of rock away from this hole. And then he looks at you and like kind of gives you like the tentacle version of 8 thumbs up.
I love Quad.
He's gonna have to relate to me that he's doing that, so I can.
In his beeps and his boops, you know it.
Yeah, in his speech to you, in his communications to you, that's kind of what he gives. But visually speaking, that's essentially what he's doing.
I wish we could see that, but you're alone.
Nice. Now, was that my entire turn? Oh,
No, I'll let you. I will let you if you want to do a strength climbing check to try and see if you can get through now.
Join
Sure.
us, Rev.
I actually have points in climbing, so this shouldn't quote unquote be
Focuses.
too bad. Oh,
Oh,
this
you
is-
jinxed yourself.
Just kidding, it was bad.
18.
Whoa.
Yeah, you probably didn't need
She's
Flowra
special.
to shoot the wall, nor
just
Quat
tried.
to.
I just tried to help.
You like, so like you. I guess your like orc skin is like natural lube, and you kind of whoop,
Like a slip and slide.
Just give chat what it
and you
wants.
just go, all right, wee, whoop. And on your way through, you actually like almost tackle Mira, and you
Yeah,
both
just pull me
kind of go
over.
flying into this portal.
Woo!
Meanwhile, on the other side of the portal, all right. So
Meanwhile,
you have the four of you now. Once you've gone through this portal, you have the now familiar feeling of teleportation magic, and an instant later find yourself underwater in a pool that shimmers with emerald light. The water is surprisingly pure and clear, and you quickly float to the surface. The pool fills a natural basin made of long, transparent crystals, each a foot across. The crystals are luminescent and light a large cavern as they throb with a soft green glow. Long stalactites descend from the high cave ceiling above. One edge of the crystalline pool is lower than the others, and the water splashes over the side to create a rushing stream passing out of the room. Water pushes up from the bottom of this pool and is also flowing in from the hanging portal from where you came. Also, as Neil is coming from this side of the portal, hi! Splash.
Into the pool? Are we all in the pool?
Yes.
Nice. You said it was
so is the
refreshing.
portal like in the pool or?
No, you fell.
The portal's above us,
Okay.
and then we fell through it into the pool, and then there's still that same water that's falling into the pool.
Okay.
Are we near the edge of the pool? Like the...
You're kind of in the middle, and there's crystals all over in the bottom of the pool.
Crystals?
Yes,
Ooh, wow.
they're like
Ooh,
have like a kind of
cool.
soft green glow to them, which is kind of giving the water this soft green hue. Of course, Rev sees nothing, but
Rev is also freaking out a little bit because he's completely in the water and his tattoos are all fuzzy. This is as blind as he has ever been
Oh,
before he
Rev!
got the tattoos. So he's kind of freaking out a little bit.
Can I help
Just-
Rev get to the side of the pool?
Is it?
sure.
I missed it. I'm sorry. Is it deep? Are we like treading water? Or are we standing? Well, am I standing in the water?
You're treading.
I'm treading.
You're all kind of treading. It's a fairly deep pool. It's at least 10 feet.
Oh.
Oh.
But yeah, totally
Can I
freaking
try to
out.
dive down to the bottom and grab green crystals?
Sure. You can also make a perception seeing check.
Do I need to do anything to help Rev to the side of
No,
the pool?
you're fine.
Okay, Rev, come on, buddy. Here we go. I got you. Here we go. Quad, sing a song or something. Make Rev feel
God,
better.
paddling. It's just
I'm just like guiding you with like natural dexterity in the water, just like
Rev's like,
like the puppy that doesn't know what to do. Panic roll damage.
16 for perception seeing.
awesome. So as you dive down, Mira, you go down, and when you see, what you see kind of in between these crystals is a lot of interesting looking objects, like of gold and silver and gems and other things that look very old. In particular, you see something that looks very much like the trinket that you took from Gerlach.
There's stuff in the pool. I
I want both the things.
I want
Give me the thing.
Okay. You dive down a little bit more. Make a strength swimming check.
I have that swimming is in Constitution on my sheet.
Then it is a constitution swimming check.
Woohoo!
There's
I
an
have
error
that
in my
one.
book,
Yeah.
but not on my shield. Shield? Yeah, DM shield. Screen.
Scream.
That's what I meant to say.
11.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to loose one of the crystals, and you get low enough, and you pick up that object and swim to the
Cool.
surface.
Once Rev is to the side, can I also dive in?
Sure.
Because I saw green
Is the
glows and
crystal
I wanted to pick
glowing?
up those.
Sorry.
Like, is the crystal still glowing even after I like?
Yeah, it's not glowing. When you get it out of the water, it has more of a greenish tinge to it, rather than it specifically is glowing.
It's not giving off light, but it. Okay.
Oh, did Mira bring up the crystal that was glowing?
Well, I mean, all of the crystals appear at least. To be.
Right, but if that's the answer to my question, then I'm no longer like super curious.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'd want to know what else is down there. Like, I want to know what's down there. Did you tell us, Mira, what's down there? Mira?
What?
Did you tell us all the cool stuff that's down there, or is that just you're keeping it to yourself?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm keeping the crystal and the.
No, I just want to know, like, did you tell us, like, otherwise I'm gonna dive down and see myself what's down there, because I want to see what else glows and stuff.
I mean, if you ask me, I'll be like, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of crystals and some like gold and silver and stuff.
I like crystals, and I dive.
You come back up with the crystal.
Is it anything else cool down there?
Everything in this room looks cool to Flower.
It's so true. I take a crystal. How big is the crystal? Can I make a necklace out of it, or is it too big?
It's about a foot long.
Oh my!
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's
That's
a nice
great.
weapon.
Can I put it in my hair? It's a foot long. Is it very heavy?
It's about 5
Yeah.
pounds-ish.
It's solid rock.
I'm gonna chip this down later, and I'm gonna put it in my hair for
Okay.
sure.
Mira, you also notice when you get to the shoreline that this new thing that you found that looks very, very similar to the thing that you took from Gerlach. I forgot. Did we name that? We didn't name that. Give it a name.
On the spot.
Go and tag him.
Winston.
A Winston device?
I don't. Oh, like I thought you meant like give it a name.
Nope.
You don't know what it is, so this is on you, honey.
I did not.
A twaddle.
It's an arcane. It's a mechanical arcane transmodulator.
Arcane transmodulator. Okay. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
just like that thing. And I have to do a thing. Hold on. Woo! Was that another spin?
Yes, from Strudel, who is here with us now.
Oh, hi, Strudel. So that's 2 spins that we gotta do. Because
That sounded normal. It started off sounding normal. We have until March 31st to replace this laptop. Yes, just throwing this out there real quick.
oh, that looks like the DM gets to re-roll ones 5
Sean, why do
times.
you hate us?
And then for Strudel...
I'm just saying, in a couple of weeks, Chad is my bitch. Kidding, I love you, Chad. I plan on being
Yeah,
perfectly
like,
fair,
yeah.
if not, I love the DM. Alright. I can't hate on a bromance. Can't hate on the bromance.
So, Mira, while this wheel is spinning, you... Oh, this also looks like a DM thing. Oh no, PC can re-roll... PCs re-roll ones 5 times.
Nice. What was the other one we got? We got the multi-dice and something after that. A +1, -1? I think we got a +1, -1.
Yes. So they look astonishingly similar. And when you get to the shore and you hold to look more closely at the thing that you just picked up from this pool, you feel a warmth around the ring around your neck, your arcane device.
Ooh.
And from this device, you see a very faint, soft blue glow.
Touch it. Bleed
But
on it.
I imagined I was like holding it.
Maybe you should bleed on it.
We might need to bleed on it.
Alright. Getting Twitter. Yeah, like what should I do with it? Like,
Isn't your ring part of a larger device?
yeah, so I think for my research the ring is a part of there are like 5 arcane objects, and my ring is one of them. And this appears to be a second one. And when you like combine them all together, defeat Doan. Which might be, handy.
Of course, they could also fall into the wrong hands.
So,
I have good hands.
I don't think you do.
My
I'm
hands
gonna
are
try
extremely
and like
dexterous.
see if my ring will like fit on it anywhere. If there's any dribble the ring onto it.
It can fit around it slightly, but you're not sure if that's exactly where it goes. But your instincts are correct in thinking that this is a second piece of that larger artifact that was broken up that you saw in your master's studies, and what led you to take that trinket from Gerlach, because you originally thought that trinket was the artifact.
But like, how did it get here?
I put it there.
DM
You
said
put
so.
it there.
Hi, fourth wall here.
There could be a reason, maybe.
Let's break it down.
There could be a reason. There could be an in-character reason. We just don't know it.
Yeah, like somebody else. It makes me think like somebody else tried to come this way and like either.
The only one who's
Either
supposed to be here
or-
is like Dewan or something, right?
Well, I mean, it's either somebody else who's trying to keep Dewan from getting out or trying to release Dewan. So.
Well, we should maybe not let that happen. That sounds not great.
Rev,
Hey,
if-
that's been the whole point of my thesis.
Cut your sass. You're not sassy.
Oh,
Rev, if you're sufficiently recovered enough on the side of this pool,
I got you, honey.
you make a perception hearing check.
$11.
Okay.
And what did you have on your stunt die?
A 3.
Okay. You kind of get a feeling like something is watching you. You hear like a couple of little splashes that seem out of place in the distance, and you get a feeling that something is watching.
Where's the exit?
Downstream.
I'm gonna start heading that way. I feel like we're in this big open space and there's not really much room for stealthing necessarily. I feel very exposed regardless. I guess I could I still, if I still just say I'm walking quietly, is that still stealth? Like I'm walking quietly towards
For the most
exit?
part, aside from like a little bit of the shore, it's more of a river, though it does get a little bit more shallow the longer you go into this. Like, this is kind of
I want to scout ahead.
the
essentially.
start of... Okay, go ahead, and moving a little bit more downstream, you find it's a bit more shallow. The crystals tend to dissipate a little bit. And
Are
it
we
becomes,
in the water, or
yes.
is there like a way to walk?
It's a very kind of fine line. It's like it comes to a shore where you can kind of
I'm gonna try to stay out of
reach,
the water.
and a couple of rocks
Oh.
that like you kind of need to. Well, it's like it's rocky. You need to like kind of tread carefully, if you will.
Now I'll just swim.
Okay, so you.
Because I don't hear whatever it is right
Yeah,
here.
so where the water is flowing, it gets to a point where it splits off. There's a giant wedge of stone in the middle of where this river goes, and the river continues down one path, but it does also lead to a ledge of of land that goes down another path.
So we can either take the river path or the land path.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna assume we want to take the land path because poor Rev is gonna have trouble in the water. So I'm gonna head towards the. I don't want to go too far away. I'm gonna get onto the shore at this point and like start motioning, unless they're following me in the water. I just wanted to scout ahead. Oh right, I was just scouting ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go up on the shore by the land side.
Okay. What all is everyone else doing?
And Rev's going to tell everyone else he heard maybe some odd splashes and to keep your eyes peeled as he kind of half steps in the water on the shore stick for support.
Did you happen to hear? I don't know, I missed it, but where exactly the sounds were coming from? Were they just everywhere?
It was coming from a place that didn't sound like it was just water hitting up against stone. It sounded like more of a splash, like something either getting into or getting out of the water.
Oh.
If
Like
you want to
from
make
the
a
soul?
seeing check, I would let you do that.
Okay, let's do that.
Because Rev can't.
I actually love being impaired visually. It's very interesting.
I think it's very helpful as for
7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Cool. So, Rev kind of like points in the general direction of where he heard the little splashy sound, kind of. And as you turn to look, you see a figure kind of go behind a rock and apparently like kind of underwater.
Oh. Guys, there's something watching us. It just stuck behind this giant rock. Should we just hurry towards Flora quickly?
And I'm over there like, hey guys, we've got somewhere to go! Completely forgetting that I was trying to be stealthy before.
We can all move up to Flora and let her know and see if her elf eyes.
What did your elf eyes see?
My elf eyes can see a bunch.
So the three of... Wait, you yell at her or you said the three
No,
of you...
we're-
We like make our way over to her.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the three of you make your way over to her, kind
Let's
of...
go in the water.
Riv is using like the wall as a guide, like, I hope it's not deeper. But he makes his way over to you, and the four of you kind of meet over where this path split is. And before Rev can even like mention, and Neela can even mention that there's something watching you, you see this kind of elven-looking creature pop up in the water.
Aww.
She has long hair, but you can see as the water is like crystal clear, she kind of looks like a mermaid.
Mermaid!
Yeah.
And she looks at you, Mira, and says,
Mira, you've been blessed.
"Hi." Mira says nothing.
Wait, Mira? Oh, I thought she was talking to.
No,
I
Mira.
want you to like look around and be like, does everybody else see what I'm seeing?
She's so beautiful.
And I'll just kind of be like, hi.
She says,
I'm gonna hide the like artifact thing behind my back.
"Okay." She looks at you and says, "Can I have my shiny back?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is a total Gollum situation. Yeah. I'm not liking this.
Don't make her upset. She's so pretty.
And, you know, I kind of look and I pull out Gerlach's version of the thing and I hold it out to her.
And she kind of like cautiously looks at you and grabs it. And when she does, you can see a large ring over 2 of her fingers that appears to have like a switch on the side of it. But she grabs it from you, and she looks at
I
it.
don't let her take it. I hold on to it.
Okay, so she puts her hand on it, and she says, "You shouldn't steal. It's not nice."
Yeah. It's a. But I've been looking for this. It belonged to my grandfather. Where did you get it?
She. Oh, what the heck was that?
Echo.
Oh, hi, Echo.
He's gone.
Okay, good. She looks around and she's looking under the water, and she says, I like to collect things, and I find them all around.
I want to say something, but it's going to be super offensive to the internet, so I'm not going to say it. It's an honest to God question, but I just don't think Wheat was thinking of it at the time, so I'm just not going to say it. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you on break.
All right.
We can text it to you. I just need to ask. No, I don't need to ask. I'm going to text you anyway. Tell me I'll say no, you're good, John.
And she gets a tighter grip on the trinket in your hand.
I asked her where did you find that ring you're wearing?
She looks at it and she says, "This one's my favorite. Did you want to trade?"
What? Thanks, Emperor.
Wow! And I say, yeah, sure, I'll trade.
Sorry, I gotta do a spinning. And it's shit.
What'd you do?
You get to re-roll a die. I guess it took too long.
Yay!
One die?
One die. She says, I'll let you have it for that.
And what is she indicating?
The thing that you both are now kind of grasping.
Oh. And then I say, yeah, sure. And so I kind of hold up my hand for the ring.
Well, she first, she tries to take the object from you. Do you let her have it?
Yes.
Okay. She takes it, and she looks at it, and she's like inspecting it like really, really closely.
Okay.
And she pushes like a little piece of it and sees the little like spider legs come out of it, and she's like really surprised and almost excited that it does that, because the one that she, you know, the one that she's used to doesn't do that. So she almost very happily and excitedly hands you the ring on your finger. And in GM now mode, what you have in your possession is called the Zyverian Ring.
Ooh.
Notes! Take notes!
I'm taking notes!
Yay! Training them.
That's XYV.
Oh, Lord. Well, you spell that in 15 minutes. I'm going to get another drink. What do you want?
Varian ring. Okay.
And go ahead and make a historical lore check.
Woohoo!
Just so that
I'm
I can
good at
gauge
that.
what to tell you about this.
I don't think I've spelled a single word right this entire campaign.
God damn, I don't think I've rolled higher than a 10. I don't think I've rolled double digits.
Chad, I think you really need to like send Yuli those dice though.
Remember that time I can roll doubles and couldn't get freaking a single stuff?
If you would like to donate to me so I can buy some new dice, please.
Call 2 runs, please. So wie das sein hat Grüße machen.
Okay. Okay, so 9. And you said historical lore. Okay, 14.
Okay, cool. So you recognize this as an ancient weapon left over from the Chaos Wars.
Ooh.
It is a golden metal ring with a white switch on the side. It can, it's a device that as a weapon can switch between a melee and a ranged device as a free action. As a melee weapon, flicking the switch basically makes it a lightsaber. Like a plasma beam.
What?
Yeah, a plasma beam springs from it and acts basically as a short sword. Otherwise, you can fire a plasma bolt from it, which has a range of 20 yards.
Dang.
And in both cases, it deals 1d6 plus 2 damage. And then it's plus your strength in addition to that if you're using it as melee, or plus your perception if you're using it as ranged.
Okay, so you said 1d6 plus 2
Yes.
damage?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and then melee is strength. And what was range?
Perception.
Dex?
Perception.
Oh, perception.
Also, when using that, the target's armor rating is going to be halved.
Ooh.
And if you use the pierce armor stunt, it becomes penetrating damage.
Mm. No, pierce armor.
And the one last thing about it,
Oh dear, there's
Oh my
more.
god, I'm running out of room!
I'm sorry.
For Christmas!
It counts as being both in the light blades group and the blaster pistols group.
Sick.
Yeah.
So if you're not trained in those, it's a -2 penalty to the attack.
She's a mage. Are you a mage?
Yes, she's a mage.
Ah.
Yeah.
You should get good, mage.
Alright. Well, damn. I don't think I wrote down what I'm trying to do.
Did we make the mermaid happy?
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Yes, you're wrong.
I don't think I'm wrong.
You be isolated for hundreds of years and see how you react to people.
10,000 years! Such a freaking nut.
Time to take over the earth!
I think you were on both two different wavelengths.
We are.
You were on Rita Repulsa, and I think
Yes.
she was on Aladdin.
Oh, that's okay. I like mine better.
Did I get both of those references, though?
I think you did. You got mine.
You did.
Yes! Victory! Okay, so upon getting this new trinket, she swims away, like, hurriedly.
Oh, goodbye. Oh, she was so pretty.
And now...
Was she like the
Yes,
mermaid,
she was.
like
Let's
real
get out of
mermaid,
here.
or did she have like the Clambra
Like
mermaid,
somewhere.
or like?
Oh no,
nude
she was
mermaid?
completely naked.
That was super hot. Just saying.
She had huge
tracts
of land.
That's super hot, and I'm really like. I apologize to Rev for not being able to see that.
But she had a fish bottom.
That's okay.
Speaking of super hot, can I just tell you how I explained to James what was going on? So while we were pushing you along in the hole in the cave, I'm like, I touched Flower's butt, and then we both got wet.
Yep.
just so you know.
That's how that needed to go.
All right then.
Speaking of hot.
Speaking of hot.
Oh my god.
So the four of you are confronted with this divergent path. There's dry land and where the river continues.
Around the riverbank.
Can I see? Is it like a curving path, or can I see down? It's curving. Can I hear and see if there's anything down there, or can I listen for anything down there?
Go ahead, make a hearing check.
Okay.
How deep is the water?
Keep it.
Maybe.
You can. Rev's about what, like 6'8"
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
ish.
Really tall, yeah.
So it kind of
I'm a foot taller.
comes up to a little bit higher than Rev's hips.
Does my -2 to perception actually count against something like seeing or
Yes.
hearing? Does it really?
Yes, because it's a distraction.
Ah, that's right. That's right. Okay, then I apologize that my roll earlier, but it got negated anyway by a critical fail. So this is
Critical shit.
Sorry, 16 instead of an 18.
Cool.
Listen, I'm sorry. No, I'm lying. That's the wrong. I'm sorry. 14. I don't have focus and hearing. It's true.
It kind of sounds like a gentle flowing river. Like, whereas where you came in was a loud waterfall, this kind of is flowing into a more gentle stream kind of thing.
All right, so it sounds like we've got water this way and water that way. But this sounds like gentle water, and that sounds like rushing water.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you trying to listen? You were...
Listen down the dry path.
Oh, you were listening down the dry path.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, you can't hear...
I don't hear anything down there.
No.
Okay, so I hear nothing down this dry path, and then there's like a gentle, like the river gets gentle on the waterway. So, Rev, if you're comfortable going down the waterway, we can like guide you and make sure you're okay, or we can take this dry path. I'm okay with either.
I mean, I'm holding up a boulder at this point.
We're already soaking wet, and it kind of sucks to walk around in wet clothes. So let's stick to the water.
Works for
But
me.
then, Rev, you have no sense of...
Rev is taller
Balls.
than the water.
He's got a stick.
Okay.
I dive back in.
Neela's gonna have to sit on Rev's shoulders though, because I think the water's above her head.
Is it? I'm probably getting tired. Treading water over here.
Mila doesn't have a
So
stick.
we're not going on the shore?
Doesn't
We
Mila have a
keep
stick?
going in the water?
Oh, poor Neela.
So,
Oh, I guess it's still her
that's
height.
fine. Okay. That's cool. Water it is.
Neela, your toes like barely touch. They touch the ground
Yeah, Mila, do you need a ride?
at this point. But whereas like the water comes up to like just above Rev's hips, it comes up to like just under your nose.
Oh.
I'm just like spitting out water.
In like a little fountain. I'm gonna help Rev get Mila onto his shoulders so we can keep moving.
Okay. Cool.
That is fantastic.
Sloopy.
So that's about where you're gonna take.
I guess we're taking the river route.
Okay, sounds good. So you follow the water down, and in between it's a winding path. It's going left, right, all the while constantly following this thing and kind of being separated by large jutting boulders that stick out. Nothing that like really diverts the path entirely, but it varies in height and depth. Yeah, as the giant stone wall that separates you from the drier path, and a slightly more open but still another more solid looking crystalline wall appears, and you get down to a point. I don't know what that sound is. You're going to get down to a point where your path is going to appear blocked by a giant patrolling robot. We're gonna take a little break here.
Okay.
Is it like the robot from Malroth? Malroth?
No, this thing is taller than Rev.
Whoa! So cool.
The Sentinel. Sentinel? Whatever.
We're gonna take a wee break because
A wee break.
a literal wee break.
And a wee break.
Yay!
I like it.
So we'll be back in roughly about 5 minutes to see what about this
Robots!
this giant robot
I'm
thingy.
so excited.
Robots!
So we'll see you
Robot.
in a little bit. Get up and stretch. It's about 8:30, so we're gonna get up and stretch. Woo! We'll be right back. All right.
Wow. I feel attacked.
Yeah.
Damn!
As you should.
Yeah.
Oh!
Jen, we need to stick together.
What after all those times you
We
told
are-
me, like, I shouldn't have white guilt?
We are peers of color. Need to stick together. I can't. Guys, don't ever take me seriously about something like that. I am so hardcore libertarian, I can't even, like, joke without dying.
So anyway, welcome back to the show.
Oh, hi.
I'm Ryan, your GM for the evening, along with Yuli Fox as Mira the Human Mage, Jasmo Colors the Orc Warrior, Empress Jen has abandoned her post.
No, she's there.
Oh.
I saw her butt.
Neat.
I believe she left Gert's skin on the
Empress
chair behind her.
Empress Jen as Neela the Halfling Mage, and my lovely wife Melody Casey, the Flowra the Elven Rogue.
The elven scatterbrain.
The Elven Scatterbrain. Speaking of scatterbrains and
Robots!
speaking of things, so you just came across in your path a giant robot. Now this giant robot is wielding a very large hammer.
Oh my.
It's it looks like it's been here for a really long time. So much so that parts of its like metallic shell are gone and expose wires. And it looks at you and
it
it's
sees us?
and it's ready to fight.
Oh, we can't sneak away from it?
Oh no. It's
You just walk right into it and went.
Is there a way
it is
past it?
it is about to serve its purpose.
Is there a way past it? Or
There is.
it, like, you said it looked like it was blocked by it? Or, like, is it actually a blocked path? Is there a path beyond it?
There is.
Okay. It's the thing blocking our path.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I
Does
need
it
you to
look
roll
really
initiative.
Bad? Does it look really dangerous?
It looks like I need you to roll initiative.
Pencil.
Oh damn.
Oh, damn. Do I get a
Oh,
reroll?
damn!
Hey! Can I not be the last in the initiative order? Because I rolled really poorly, though.
As poor as me,
Maybe.
I got 6.
Wow.
I have a natural 6. 9, 10. That puts me at 11. So I
Like-
wouldn't be last.
I was like, that puts you at 11.
Yeah, natural 6 puts me at 11.
Rev, what do you got?
I've got, was it 10?
Mira?
I'm last, just like
Claire's
Uh,
written world.
I said it and now I don't remember.
15, I think you said.
That sounds right. Either way, it's more than me.
Where's
Unless
my dex? I don't like it. Yes, you were right. 15.
More than you and less than Rev is impossible.
Oh, I thought Rev rolled really
You
well.
rolled an 11 and Rev rolled a 10.
Just kidding. Hey, I'm not going last. I'm okay with this.
So in your way, this thing, who is leading the way?
I probably was.
All right, so this guy, this giant robot,
Let me just be real.
is skulking towards you, and are you all like kind of grouped together? Like, are you way in the lead, or are you kind of?
I mean, I was.
You can decide
certainly-
this on as a group how you guys want to like arrange yourself for this fight.
I know I was probably ahead because I have dark sight, so I can see. I don't know how far I was scouting ahead.
Like 10, 15 yards.
Okay, sounds
Fair
good.
distance. All right, I'm a fair distance ahead of
And
them. then.
Neela is on top of Rev, and
Yes.
Mira is kind of there.
Oh, right, yeah.
Are we still like? But we're not. Are we still in a water path? Are we still in the water?
You are still in the water. There's no shore here.
But we're standing in the
You're
water.
standing.
So
Yes.
it's just like shallow, really shallow water.
Yes.
Here. Fair enough. Oh right.
Okay.
Or the river I heard. The stream I heard.
So this
scared.
thing is going to stumble over to you, Flowra. Not stumble,
I'm gonna
but
give it a hug.
okay. Did I say it had a hammer? It doesn't have a hammer. It has a carbon spear.
That sounds worse than a hammer.
That sounds like retconning.
It has a
I won't have it.
It's called misreading. It's called misreading.
Sounds like get your life together, GM.
15.
Yeah. Spear? What spear? Whatever.
Carbon.
Carbon spear.
That's going to do 15 damage.
Are you kidding me?
Woohoo!
But it's not really 15 damage. It's actually only 11.
Which is so much better.
Better than 15.
Oh, Pine Lord.
Did we determine that I only sipped keggy juice earlier, or did I still have? Oh wait, well I still threw it at the wall. Don't care.
Yep.
I didn't retcon that part because I don't do that.
I misspoke. That's not even retconning.
I was like, ah!
I told you it could have been worse for you. Sipping that keg of juice could have been a lot worse for you.
Oh yeah, I could have been drunk or something.
Or something. Let's go with or something.
I like the or something.
Mira, you're next.
Woohoo! So it hasn't. Oh, so it actually. Laura. Okay. I'm going to use my new ring, and I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, so you switch it to yeah. So you don't have proficiency in blaster pistols, right?
Right.
All right. So it's going to be -2 to your attack.
Give me the ring. I have proficiency in both light blades and blaster pistols.
I'm gonna try it for a little bit.
Ugh.
I have a new toy.
But you can't even use it.
Watch me.
All right, I'm watching.
Don't believe me, just watch.
She's
Alright,
just a
so
plastic watch.
so it's -2 to my attack roll. Okay. Which 4 is perception. Okay.
No, it's going to use accuracy for the attack. It adds perception to the damage.
Oh, okay. Oh. I like it. Alright, you said accuracy?
I'm good.
16 with 6 stump points.
Yeah!
Get it, girl!
There's my new toy.
And that is including the -2 because you're not proficient.
Oh. Okay, then
14's still cool!
Then 14, yeah.
All right. I just had to like knock you off the peg a little bit. It
Ah.
still hits. Go ahead. Go ahead and use those stunt points how you want.
Oh my god, destroy it.
Quiet! No.
Ooh, yeah. Should I just straight up do lethal blow?
Just destroy it. Can you? Oh, you're not a rogue. Damn it. See, as a rogue, I could do lethal blow and pierce armor.
Yes,
So you
I
should
know.
probably give me the ring.
Yes, I know.
Give me the precious. I have your joy, but you can't even use it.
2-2.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a game tonight.
Yeah.
Nice. That's true. That should be live tweeted. I'm gonna live tweet my first thing ever. Guys.
Yeah, sure. I'll use lethal blow and skirmish.
Okay.
Knock it back 2 yards.
Sure.
Alright. So now the damage.
The
God.
damage takes a
Alright.
penalty too? If you're not proficient in a weapon, does the damage
didn't-
take a profession?
I'm not sure actually.
I'm gonna take a look at that now.
Yeah, you should do that.
So we're thinking the damage would be 1d6 plus 2 plus perception?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like not, but I could see it being either way, honestly.
I will.
Oh.
Guys, I'm live tweeting. I feel so cool.
Alright, 11 damage.
Wow!
minus its 15 armor class because it's a robot. Oh, I'm sorry. Flower doesn't get
That
mad.
was just with the 1 dice. Now I roll again with 2d6.
You roll an additional 2d6.
Oh yeah, lay it on it. Go.
You roll the 2d6 with your damage.
That's all together.
I'm just gonna count it all together because I can't find it fast enough.
Okay.
Want me to look?
Sure.
Fine. Alright, so 16.
You went from.
Wait. Hold on.
16 additional damage?
No, hold on. Okay. No, I rolled a 6, a 4, and a 1, so that's
11.
10, 11.
Plus 2 is 13.
Plus 2 is 13, okay, and then 3, so that's 16.
Cool.
Is dead?
It is not dead. It did get moved back a little bit, and you did kind of catch it in its shell a little bit, but you left a scorch mark.
I just like the idea of pew
Aim
pew
for the
lasers.
fleshy bits. It's a cyborg.
I like that I essentially have like a green ring. I'm just like,
Yeah.
pew.
Flowera.
Hi. I was looking at coup de grace that I think I got inappropriately earlier, but I'll accept it anyway because I got it and it was fun. Anyway,
You didn't. You didn't get
a
it.
coup de grace for a dying character, not 1 life left. Dying means 0. It's fine. I accept it because it was cool and I got to snap a guy's neck and it was great. It was really exciting.
Do you doubt the DM?
Never.
Okay then.
I'll take that back after
Damn
my turn.
Jetty.
Actually, should I just keep it? I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it. I don't know why I give that back to you. My turn?
I'm like, I still need to
Okay.
pay attention to what's going on here.
Okay, I didn't say I had my stuff out. I'm gonna pull all my stuff out.
You do have your blaster pistol out.
I do?
Yes.
Great! I'm gonna aim. And I'm gonna use my pinpoint attack if I can.
What's your dex?
My dex is 3.
And does that mean you need to be greater than?
It needs to be greater than.
Then it's not greater than.
Oh, it has a dex of 3, ladies and gentlemen. I've determined this with deductive reasoning. I had 2 glasses of wine. Okay, so I'm gonna aim my blaster pistol. And, ooh, you're not, oh yeah, I guess you do match. Okay, I guess I'm using you now. So aim is a minor and then shooting is a major. So let's do it. See what happens. That was piss poor.
Good thing you have a. Do you still have a reroll?
We have many, I have reroll multi-dice.
Then yes.
And I have PC's reroll 1 5 times. Can I use them reroll multi-dice?
Sure.
Is that okay with you guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for
Let's
it.
hope for the best.
Anything to kill.
That didn't work out much better, but it gave me stump points if we hit.
Yeah.
That's right. I have sick accuracy. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. 8 and 10, 14. I'm not proficient in blaster pistols. Yes, I am, because I'm a rogue in Titansgrave. I am proficient in blaster pistols. I just don't have the focus.
Yes, blaster pistols. Yes.
Oh, but I don't have the focus. That's what all that matters.
Right.
So yeah, 8, 9, 10, 14.
Then you hit.
Sick! Okay. Oh, sorry. 15. Because aiming. Anyway, and 4 stun points.
And you use one of your rerolls, right?
I use no. We
You use
use the
the
multi-dice.
reroll.
We
Okay.
use the multi-dice.
Got
reroll.
it.
I have 4 stun points. And that's sick.
Okay.
So I'm going to use... No. Let's do pierce armor for 1
Okay.
with my my special thing,
Yeah.
and I'll do lightning attack and attack twice.
Okay.
Make a second attack.
Okay.
So do I roll the damage first and then make the second attack?
Sure.
So damage with a blaster pistol is 1d6 plus 4. That's gonna be 9 damage. Oh, sorry, 9. 1d6 plus. Oh, yeah,
Plus the +4 is including your perception, I
I
think.
believe so. Yeah. So yeah, 1d6 plus 4, so that's 9 damage.
Okay.
And then a second attack altogether.
But this one won't generate stun points.
That's fine. 11, 15, 19
Yep.
to hit it. It's going to be another 1d6 plus 4. Oh, that's sad. That's going to be 5 more damage.
Okay. So, yeah, you're...
And the first one, is it pierce armor for both? Because it's the same, or is it just pierce armor for the first?
It's pierce armor for the first.
So keep in mind, the first one was piercing armor.
Yes.
The second one was not. Which probably doesn't help.
How much damage did you do for the first one?
The first one was 9.
9.
Piercing armor, so that's having rounded down.
Got it. Math is hard.
I tend to make things hard.
All right. Yeah. So your first shot appears to catch it fairly well, to the point where it actually like kind of like starts to like twitch a little bit in its.
Is there music in its head?
No, there's no music in its head. The second shot kind of grazes it.
Dang it! This thing has heavy armor, guys. This is a bad idea. We should run past it.
We're at Rev.
Alrighty. Now, from last time, you had me have 2 stunt points to any attack roll.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so that carries over.
Yes.
Does Rev still have an insta-kill?
Yes.
Do it.
Good luck using it on this guy.
Save effort for one.
Is this a boss? A robot in the middle of a river? I don't know.
Can't say. So I was gonna set Neela down. Hopefully the water is really shallow.
Crit fail Rev. Pink Floyd commands that he is now comfortably numb. Oh.
Chad is trying to keep ahead of the game.
That's okay. He only has like one more of those to use.
He cannot possibly have any more of those.
He has one more to use.
He does not. He used one on me. He used one on Rev. He used like 2 previously.
I thought he had like a butt ton though.
He did.
That's baloney.
How many?
He
So
got
what does this mean?
bit.
He gave us 3,700 bids.
Yep.
Guys, by the way,
He
for our
hasn't
next
used
RPG,
them in like 3 weeks.
I'd just like you to know, for our next RPG, everything is like 3 times more expensive, including the wheel. I'm just letting you know now. So save up your bits, save up your cards, or whatever the case may be, because our next campaign, everything is more expensive. I just want to give you a fair warning.
Nope, wrong way.
Redeem.
Rev, you're gonna
How is
swing.
it?
You're gonna swing wildly with your quarterstaff and hit Neela.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Roll your damage. Twice.
Oh, no. Twice. So I just set her down and start swinging my bow wildly in the face.
Because the water makes you panic, so you just go, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
This is true. This is true.
I love
So
when it fits.
that is
Oh my god.
You heard a gun
That's
going
pretty
off
fast.
and you heard Flower go, ow.
Not me.
7. 7 damage on the first roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no. And 11 on the next.
My
You killed her!
God.
So I just bat her into a wall.
She has no armor!
That was lovely.
She has no armor!
So basically what just happened, this is how what I picture happened visually. Like, you guys ran into this robot. It attacked Flowra. Flowra shot back. And Rev just was like, Neela, I'm gonna put you down for a second. Something is happening.
I'm gonna use her for T-ball.
How'd I do? You get to
And
reroll
just
die.
like slumped against the
One
wall,
die.
like
One die.
bad.
We're like, you killed our healer!
I didn't even notice. I was like too busy looking at the rock. I'm just like, what happened? Like I'm just like against the wall. Like I was, what? Why?
Oh, it's like Sam when she ended up down the stairs.
Oh.
Neil is just like,
What just
how did I
happened?
get here?
What? Ow! Pain. But, huh?
Rev, watch out! She's on our side. And Rev has no idea what he hit.
Neela, it's your turn.
Am I stunned? Like, or just like,
I think we all are,
Okay.
at least a little bit.
okay. I'm okay.
Chad, you have one more.
One more what?
I was telling, I was
Oh.
responding to Chad in chat that he has one more.
Okay, so I will use my Arcane Blast. I'm gonna aim for that little scorch mark that Mira left.
Cool.
Alright.
Fleshy bits.
5,
verbally
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Attack roll.
That hits.
With 3 stun points? Or is that during. Yeah, 3 stun
That
points.
works.
Cool. So 3 stun points, and let's see what the damage. So 1, 2, 3 for damage, because I'm stunned, so.
You're not.
Let's see, where's that?
I don't know if you're actually. No!
Oh.
Todd!
What is he doing? Just away.
I can't even be happy about it. I'll have you know they don't carry over to the next RPG, so use those, John. This fight's gonna take the rest of the night because of him.
Now we're getting.
We're gonna die because of him.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm gonna for my stun points I'm gonna use lightning attack so I can make another attack. The same one. So this first one was only 3 damage. Do I make another attack roll or just roll again for damage?
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit stunned still.
Oh, sorry.
So you did what? You rolled. You
So
hit
I
it.
rolled 3 stun points and I want to use lightning attack, which means I can attack again.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 plus my willpower of 2, so 3 for the damage
Okay.
of the first attack.
Yep.
And
Then
then my question was, do I roll again attack or just the damage?
you roll a second attack. That's what lightning attack does.
That's what I did earlier.
But this one won't generate stun points.
It's trip ones, because that's just how our night is going, apparently. Like, I don't...
Wait,
I
no.
don't-
We have rerolls. PCs reroll ones 5 times. Reroll all those dice and it only counts for 1.
Todd, get my back here.
Do it. No. It can't negate us using one of the things. The prizes can't negate each other, right? We've determined prizes can't negate each other.
Ball ones can.
Use that reroll.
Cool.
But
A little
first,
bit
I
better.
think
4, 5,
Jasmo
7, 8,
Is redeeming the wheel.
is redeeming the wheel.
Command
9, 10, 11,
redeem.
12.
Crit fail
12
next roll.
my attack roll.
Whoever goes next gets a crit fail. Oh no, is that me?
No, it's me.
Yes, John!
Yeah!
You see where impulsiveness gets you?
You get to reroll 1 die. Add another one to the bits.
Reroll 1 die times 2.
I love how we can see you behind you.
Neato.
It's cool.
This is much better for lighting though. Like you can actually see my face.
So yeah, them chirp ones dough.
She rerolled it.
Oh right.
Did I die?
What'd you
I
get?
rerolled them, right?
How'd you
Never
do?
mind. So my new attack roll for the second attack was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so your first attack hit and kind of grazed it a little bit. Second attack completely missed.
Sure. Okay.
Does a 13
Cause-
hit?
And my third hit. Yes, I haven't rolled my third hit yet.
You have a third hit?
No.
Oh.
All right, it is I'm off tomorrow and drunk. Oh boy.
Dude, I'm halfway through my second glass of wine. I'm having a great time.
And those aren't standardized glasses of wine. Did you see that cup over? It's just like a chalice over here.
Oh boy.
It's the size of my face.
That's why I thought you were drinking water.
Heck no!
So the funny story about
You know
this.
where I work?
Funny story about this robot. It's there, and it kind of just is like still kind of like doing its little hip hop dance, and it kind of sulks over to you, Flora.
Hi, honey.
Doesn't do anything else.
Oh.
It just wants to dance. Dance with it, Flora.
Aw, dance
It
robot.
doesn't do anything?
It doesn't.
Do the robot.
Can I tell what it
The robot.
wants?
It's Mira's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just said it came over to me. It's not my turn. Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Mira, you can dance with it if you want to.
How much food again?
You can leave your friends behind.
Oh,
Never mind. My bag. I thought it was a cat.
No, friends of mine.
Mira, what are you doing?
What were you doing?
I'm so sorry.
Well, the next roll is gonna be a crit fail anyway, because Chad said so.
Yep.
So whatever it is.
Well, good, because I rolled trip once.
Oh,
What is wrong with us? So what were you gonna do?
I was shooting my ring.
What is going on? Is it a full moon? Are we dying?
Yeah, you nailed Flora.
You what? I don't deserve this.
Whew. Dice are on rampage tonight. But I crit failed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. You.
Yes, Chad, I think I might need to get some dice. I think these dice need to be buried and like there's some kind of ritual so that they don't come back.
So, so Yuli, Mira, I need you to roll your damage twice against Flower.
Twice? Why?
Because I said so.
That's not how you've ever done crit fails before.
I don't care.
That's not how you've ever done crit fails before.
I don't
You need
care.
to be consistent as a GM. Come on.
Did I
Alright,
actually
so
get damage when I got hit by rep?
No.
Yeah, I
do
did.
I get twice or do I just roll 2d6?
Roll 2d6.
Okay.
Roll just as poorly.
Almost.
Almost.
She has armor. She'll be fine.
I also-
Neela, less so.
She's off and hit.
She was actually used for T-ball practice.
Okay, hold on.
That robot is so amused. It's just like, okay, I mean, they might as well.
He
let them
didn't
kill
hit
each
me.
other.
It's like he didn't hit me because he knew I was gonna get hurt.
Okay, alright, so.
Less than 4 damage. Come on. What were you using?
I was using that
the
ring.
Ziverian ring.
Oh, the one you
Shot
should have
it.
given me? That's right.
The one that she's not trained to use.
Oh yeah, -2 to damage, right?
No, to the hit. So basically, she rolled a 1.
Dang, son.
I rolled a 1 on 3.
Wow. That's
She rolled a 1 with 3d6. Explain that.
Yo, that's getting mentioned.
Math is messed up. Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, so I rolled a 5, and so 6, 7, and then plus perception. 10.
All right, so you're taking 10 damage.
Okay.
How much damage did I take damage when I got hit by rev?
Oh yeah, you did.
You took
it's
massive damage.
17.
I took 17 damage.
No,
Yeah.
it was 18. It was 11 plus 7.
Oh my gosh, I should have never asked.
I'm sorry, so 10?
Yeah, 10 damage to you.
Fantastic. I love it. I feel invigorated.
Awesome. So, Flower, it's your turn.
Great!
Are we going to continue the daisy chain of Just beating each other up.
I'm energized.
That Rev started.
I'm gonna zap. Like I see the robot coming towards me and not actually attacking me. I start to move towards it and I get zapped in the face by this ring.
Sorry.
And like there's this warmth in my face that immediately becomes like calmness.
You're like Jar Jar Binks that like put his head in the between the reactors and the pod racer.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's
what
happened.
Like that. It's just like that.
I don't care what anybody says. Phantom Menace is better than The Last Jedi.
Chad, are you giving me a crit success?
Crit success? Crit suckus, he said.
A suckus.
Crit
I don't know what that
suckus.
means. So I'm going to assume it means success.
I would assume as much.
Not wrong. Yay! Oh, I think that was for you. Okay. Oh, damn. I didn't necessarily want to attack it, but I guess I'm going to attack it.
Not wrong. That's you.
I think it was for you, about Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, maybe.
Or about Phantom Menace.
Also maybe.
Because I wanted to understand what it was doing. It was coming at me and not attacking. It had time to attack. Like, it didn't use its full movement, right?
Did not use its full
But
movement.
it just chose not to attack. Do I know why? Can I
To
understand?
Phantom Menace or the crit.
Fair enough. Can I understand, like, why it's not attacking?
You see it's kind of shorted out a little bit.
Oh, then I'm gonna attack it. Guys, I feel bad that we're like breaking into the prison where this evil thing is being held and like making it an easy. I feel like we're making the prison worse. I feel like we're doing more harm than good, but I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking attack mode, so I'm gonna attack it with a crit success.
Cool. With what?
Did I have time to switch out to my crossbow?
That would be a ready action.
Which is a minor?
Yes.
And then a major to attack.
If your crossbow was loaded.
It's loaded. I haven't used it since we left
Okay.
the thing.
Go ahead.
Yay! Crit success!
Use them stunt points, double your damage.
Oh yeah! Sorry. So it's pierce armor for 1 and lethal blow for 5.
Okay.
Lethal blow is... Oh man, I'm using 4d6 again, guys. Look at these babies. Look at my babies. Oops, I dropped one. My beautiful babies.
Reasons I don't want to have children. She'll drop them.
I
Look at
would-
my babies. Oh, I dropped
God,
one.
There they go. All right. So it's gonna be an additional 2d6 to the 2d6 plus. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Oh, hey, Lothian.
Hey, Lothian.
Here's in time for fireworks.
Wow. I'm gonna use the reroll ones because I'm not having ones in this. I'm gonna use one of the reroll ones. I'm sorry. I'm making an executive decision. Only one of them ended up a 1 again. So that's going to be with pierce armor.
Yep.
10, 13, 14. That's 17 damage. Piercing its armor.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's definitely reeling a little bit.
Dang!
Still standing, though. Oh,
I'm a
wait.
little upset.
Did you double the damage?
Oh, no, I did not. 17 times 2.
Is 34.
34
Wow.
damage! I give you a crit, and this is what you do. Sad, never wasting the... Oh, it'd be a damn cute baby, but we'd probably drop it.
I wouldn't go near it.
You try...
For fear of dropping it.
Ryan, you would try to take our baby by the scruff, and babies don't have scruff.
They do when I'm through with them. Anyway.
Oh
They
dear.
do. They're called clothes.
He grows up.
And now I'm calling
It's called
all
a baby.
pet
It's
services.
called a baby leash.
He grows up and we call him Scruffy. Sorry, I assumed it's gender.
Dim's
Oh, no, we're having a boy,
calling
'cause I want a
support.
girl.
I'm already doing it right now.
No, we're having a
God
boy
wants me
because
now. Just
girl.
Girls are pretty messed up.
Yeah. Also, people whose names begin with the letter L.
No, our first child name will not start with an L. Don't worry about it, guys. Anyway, 32 damage.
Anyway,
34 damage.
yeah, go ahead and explain what just happened.
Okay, this thing came stumbling up to me, and at first I thought, oh, it wants to dance. And then I got hit by this ray from... I got hit by this ray from Mira's ring. And almost reactionary, like I had my crossbow out, ready to attack something else, and I just let it loose too soon. And it just, again, I like eyeballs and into the brain thing, even though it's a robot, probably doesn't have a brain. But like through whatever face panel and like just cracking it all and out the back and down the hall. It was more like what was that? Ching. Oh, cool.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah.
Very-
Guys, again, I feel like we're making this prison unsafe.
Because, you know, it wasn't unsafe to begin with.
It was probably unsafe to begin with, and we're making it work.
Actually, yeah. This prison, it's probably guarding Dewan.
It is
Why?
guarding the wand, and we're getting rid of all of its defenses.
Who said you were
Why
in
are
the
we getting rid of
prison?
the defenses?
Oh, I don't know. I just assumed.
Okay.
I shouldn't assume these things. We may not even be in the prison yet, guys. No worries. Don't worry about it. This is fine. This is fine.
No, we shouldn't just attack everything.
It attacked us first.
Fact.
Yes.
But that's because it rolled higher than a frickin' 11 on its initiative. Oh, sorry. Mira also rolled a 15.
Yeah, I went second. Despite having the initiative focus. Guys, one of these days I'm going to remember to use the Seize the Initiative. I really love that stunt. It's one of my favorites, actually, because then you just go straight to the top of the order despite where you went. So if you were at the bottom of the order and you use Seize the Initiative, you get to go twice in a row, and that's cool.
So, that said, you're continuing down the path.
What's my kill count at? Like 8 now?
I don't know. I wasn't keeping
I
track.
got a sick kill count.
Not my job.
Oh, so it's like dead?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're done here.
Oh, yeah. No, you're done
Yeah.
here.
I just put my crossbow away and say, moving on.
Meanwhile, Rev is like, what just happened?
Oh, Rev, you're okay, honey.
Who did I hit?
A second robot.
Oh, good. Is it dead?
Very dead.
Sorry that I'm talking for you, Rev, but it's funny.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Fine. Totally fine.
This is fine.
Meanwhile, Neela's got a black eye now.
Oh, Neela.
Like, did I get it?
You got a black eye.
And Neela has no idea what's happening.
I was like, what the... Blah, 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 blah.
I want to give Neela a hug.
And why do I have a headache?
And I give her a little kiss on the forehead.
Was there more than one of them?
You're okay, honey. I
What
give
did
her a
it
kiss
throw
on the
at
forehead.
me? Why did it attack me?
I'm a little broken right now. Anyway,
Yeah, Neela might want to heal before we move on, because that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm looking for my thingy that lets me know what my roll is for healing.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm fine. Psha.
Alrighty. So
Psha.
I will do
I didn't take a
healing
crit hit or
touch.
anything.
The target number is 10.
Oh, right. Papa gave me 2 of those. Papa gave me 2 healing potions. I'm going to wait still. I'm good.
10, 11, 12. So I hit my target number.
Yep.
How much MP do I have? It's up to full, right? I think I might. 25. Yep. So I'm gonna do 3 d6s worth of off.
On yourself?
Yeah.
Cool.
Does anyone else need healing? I have plenty of magic points. I can heal.
Do you?
I'm gonna just do myself real quick.
I mean, if you're willing to spare them.
14. To Neela.
If you're willing to spare them, I wouldn't mind. But if you're not, I'm okay.
I can. I have plenty.
Okay. I hope you'll use the 3 of them on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Pine and Lothian are like questioning their relation to us, I guess. They're like, my name
Am I
is...
cursed?
Alright, so that was me. I'm back up to 26. Minus these 3.
We received oh, that's true.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, I did it. 3.
Oh yeah, because you're
4,
from the south, so you're all named Lynn,
That's not
5,
it.
6, 7.
isn't it, Lynn?
10 for you.
No. Don't satisfy him with an answer. Don't do it. He should know
I
it.
missed it.
Don't
I
worry
missed
about it.
it,
He
so.
should know it.
10 healing points for Flora.
Cool.
Fantastic. Not full health yet.
She got punched real good.
I got punched pretty good. Oh, that's my phone. I like watched it fall. No, I didn't even watch it fall in slow motion. I saw it.
You
The
guys
funny thing is,
But I didn't.
I think that made the louder sound than that Chewy box.
Yeah, I did.
I don't. I don't
I
at
think
all.
she's drunk, guys.
I don't at all.
I do.
My phone was there, then it was gone.
Anyway.
I'm doing pretty good for a drunk kid.
Anyway, so you guys, you make your way past this robot that's now laying inactive in this calm river. You eventually come back to where the paths seem to meet, and they meet.
Dang it, you hit it on the safe way.
Who said anything about it being safe?
I did.
Okay.
I'm assuming it.
You follow the irregular passageway for several hundred yards until you come to a cavern strewn with piles of rubble.
Right.
Unlike all the rock you've seen down here thus far, these are finished stones. Or at least they were until something sent them tumbling down. Beyond the rubble you can see the remains of a large chamber. There is old equipment in here, smashed and rusted. You hope you've made it to the hidden gatehouse at last.
Old equipment is smashed and rusted.
Yes.
Ooh. I want to look around.
Do we know what the equipment does? Like what it was for? Was it for keeping the... Are we at the prison?
You hope you're at the gatehouse.
I want to... Yeah, let's look at the equipment and see what it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can we dry our clothes?
Nah. Suck it up, Buttercup.
You
17 perception to look around.
So what you see,
Oh, we can do it, sure.
what you see from where you are, is the smashed and rusted electronics.
Damn, this pencil.
And the surrounding area kind of makes it appear that this area was the guardhouse of the prison. Like, if Dewan had managed to get out of wherever she is, this is probably the first place that she would wind up.
And it's destroyed.
Yes.
So we think Dewan's already escaped?
What you see on the opposite side of this this kind of like electronic panel is a giant hole in the ground, and in that hole is basically a void, but you could probably tell this is where you would have landed had you not disappeared that second time coming from Arnon Reed's manor.
So when we went through that first portal, I mean, no, not the portal, the telepad.
Yes.
We went through the teleporter, and we stopped somewhere, and then we immediately went somewhere else.
You appeared,
Like it
and
moved us.
the ground fell from under you, and then you moved to another place.
Did we mess up the ground, or was it messed up until the teleporter moved us somewhere safer?
It seems that the earth around you has been shifted naturally, probably by an earthquake. You kind of gather that the crumbling rocks around you, in addition to the hole in the wall in the cavern that you showed up in, and the portal that seemed a little bit malfunctioning, was caused by an earthquake long ago.
But the earthquake wasn't necessarily natural, just that an earthquake happened.
Sure. As far as you can
It could have
tell.
been Dewan destroying it.
As far as you can tell. You have no way of knowing 100% for sure.
Okay. Is it? I mean, is this place still somehow guarded, or like did we actually just go through the last defense that this prison had?
There's nothing else here. What you just went through, you mean like that robot?
Yeah. It feels like that was our last. Like we went through it because it was trying to guard the prison, but our job is to come in here. We were sent in here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Okay, so I tell them, and I'm sort of talking out loud because Flower's mind's going a mile a minute right now. As calm as she generally is, it's more like just stating facts. So the prison, we assume that the prison was somehow tampered with, and thus Voss wanted to get us here to make sure that if the prison was tampered with, we stopped Dwan from getting through. And it does appear that the prison has been tampered with, and so we need to go in there and make sure that Dwan is still in fact there and has not left. And I feel like if she did leave, things would be really, really much worse outside. So I feel like we still have a chance to stop Dwan inside, and the worst case is we need to totally stop her from being able to escape, probably because we just destroyed the last defense that this prison had.
Okay. Plans as to how?
We need to go into the void! And now I'm excited, because there's a void, and that has exciting things in it.
The end of this room, you also notice large metal doors that is kind of rusted and hanging off of its hinges.
Oh man, guys, what if Dwan is already out?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she's already out, and like Voldemort is biding her time.
Straight up Yum Riddle shit right here.
God damn it, John Riddle.
Do we assume that someone else has been through here other than Dwan? The GM sighed. I have to imagine we're missing something. Large
I
rusted
can see
metal
you, John.
doors
I can
that are
hear you.
open.
The devil's better with
Yeah,
tonight.
thank you, Scrooge. Okay.
Are the doors open outwards or inwards?
It is a large metal door that is bent off its hinges.
Oh, bent off its hinges. Would that have
Okay.
been
And then
the
there was a
earthquake?
bunch of stuff. So like,
Presumably.
did it look like it's a bunch of like robot parts, like where they're here and they were torn apart?
The equipment is probably from the guardhouse that was destroyed. Whatever panel he mentioned. That was, I guess, in place of this. There's now a giant hole in the ground?
Yeah, there's a giant hole.
There's a
in the
void.
ground.
It just goes into a void. So we're thinking that an earthquake destroyed this giant hole, probably where a teleporter was. This is where we were supposed to end up. This is where the floor let out, and so the teleporter took us back there instead. This is where we were supposed to be, right at the gates of this prison. And now there are these doors that are off their hinges, and I don't know if the earthquake did that or if Dwan did that.
I'm feeling Dewan did that. I say we take a peek inside the doors.
Yeah, I agree.
Going to the
I'm gonna
doors.
take out the staff though, just in case.
I'm gonna reload my crossbow and take my crossbow out.
Okay, so Mira, you take out the staff. It's not doing anything kind of special. It's not reacting to any of the
Or
this-
I'm gonna like hold it out like an antenna.
yeah, like
Like a
like
Geiger counter.
a dowsing
A
rod.
divining rod.
Yeah.
A divining
We all had similar ideas, and
Yeah.
we all went in different directions.
I'm searching for
We have
bitch
metal
breath.
detector.
How am I done with the second glass already? That's upsetting.
The staff itself doesn't react to any of the surrounding things present. But Flower, you said you're checking out the door.
Yeah, Mira and I were headed towards
Okay.
the door.
So you head over to the door, and the two of you can kind of slip your way through it fairly easily. And there's a staircase that leads downward from here.
Can I hear anything down there or see anything down there?
Go ahead, check.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay. I can do
Whichever one you
both.
want to do.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look. That could have been so much better. Can I use the one? Can I use the ones again? I think we're down to. We're down to 4. Can I use one? I rolled 2 ones in there. Excuse me.
That's true.
Can I use the reroll ones?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Cool. So we're down to 3 now.
Yep.
Keep the 6 over here. Let's reroll these ones. Trip 6s!
Wow. Yeah.
Trip 6s! My first trip 6s ever of the whole game! And I'm looking down a staircase.
Yep. Could be worse. It could be somebody complimenting your feet.
No, there was nothing better than that roll. Literally nothing better on this planet than that roll.
Things that happened about a year
Corin.
ago.
I miss that girl. She's gonna be at choosing night, guys.
That was when I ran choosing night.
Yeah, choosing night was great. Nothing bad ever happens at choosing night.
Hey-ho.
Guaranteed. Anyway, I rolled trip 6s.
I've asked you go away. So,
I'm not gonna count that as like technically trip 6s. That's technically.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. What you see down there is you don't hear anything specific. You hear like a kind of low rumble, like really, really low. Like you'd have to listen really, really hard to pick it up. But as far as like people or any kind of activity happening, you don't hear.
I want to scout ahead. Oh, sorry, you're not done talking.
No. What you see down the stairs is a red glow.
I'm gonna scout ahead. I'm gonna stealth.
By yourself?
Well, I want to stealth, but I don't want them affecting my stealth roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, well, fine.
Sorry.
I wanted to go with you, but fine.
You can. I'm not going to invite you. Wow, that wasn't great. That's okay.
Fine, I don't want to stealth with you.
Or I was gonna go behind like a large piece of rubble and try to take off his shirt and wring it out.
Maybe that's why I'm moving so slowly. I rolled 11 for stealth.
So you
To move
sneak.
ahead.
You sneak a little bit down the stairs. The stone steps. With every step, you're not making too much noise, and in general, your surroundings are quiet. You still hear nothing coming from below you. That red glow is getting brighter, and
Have any kind of source?
you're leading. It leads into a chamber. How far down are you going? Are you going all the way down to the bottom of these steps?
I'd like to keep my feet on the step, but I'll go to the bottom step.
Okay, so you travel down to the staircase and emerge into a chamber carved out of obsidian.
Ooh, obsidian's pretty.
There's-
Obsidian chamber.
There's nothing in the room but an octagonal doorway opening into a tube of glowing translucent panels. The translucent panels appear to be overlapping force fields. Up ahead, you can see the tube crosses a river of magma,
Oh god.
which sloshes against the force fields, causing them to jitter and spark. The intense heat from the molten rock doesn't penetrate the inside of the tunnel, which remains fairly cool. Beyond the magma, the tube curves away out of sight.
Okay, I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna tell them what I saw.
Okay.
Hey guys! We're not done yet.
And I was gonna put his shirt back on.
We're not done yet. There's a tunnel down the stairs, and it goes through lava. And lava's cool, but probably hurts. But it didn't feel hot. So I think we've got to go through the tube.
Oh, good.
But it's okay. We're
So
protected
there's a
by the tube.
gatehouse.
By the handmaid.
By the handmaid.
What was that, Rev?
There's the gatehouse, and then stairs going in a different direction.
As far as you can tell, this is the only way to go.
Yeah,
That
by
leads-
void,
okay.
not like portal,
That
but
leads
like...
So we're in a
From where you
room
went.
that has the gatehouse, like a checkpoint. Okay.
I think this void is not like a...
There's
Not like a portal void. It's like a... You're gonna fall to your death forever void. I'm gonna jump in the void. Bye, guys.
All right, re-roll a character.
I'm not playing Tabletop Tuesdays anymore.
It's probably exactly what would have happened.
Later, and my screen will play. Rev must like his shirt if he's gonna ring it.
That was stupid but funny.
Fair enough. All right, so I tell you guys what I saw.
Yeah.
And I think we need to. I think this is the way to go. Maybe we can not kill any more defenses, just in case. Are you muted, Jen?
I think Jen is muted. I haven't
Jen's
heard
not
her.
muted. I can hear Jen.
Speak, Jen. I can't hear
I
Jen.
can't hear Jen.
I
Oh,
can.
Oh no, it's degrading. Our defenses are degrading. If you can't hear Jen, that means chat can't hear Jen.
Right.
Hmm. That's really weird.
That is really weird.
isn't that what was happening?
Yeah, but we can still hear you and Jasmine.
Yes, that's...
Jen, do you want to reset? Okay,
Yeah, you do that.
reset. We'll see Jen in a minute.
All right. Whoop, there goes the screen, all kind of cluster fludgy. I'm gonna, for the gigs and shiggles.
She's back. It's okay. She's back.
All right then.
Testing.
Yay! Okay.
Hey, all right.
Sorry. I
That
didn't
was
mean to be
really loud.
I was really afraid that we were gonna have another panic
Just
attack.
kidding. All right, we're back, and Jen is back, and we're good. Stream no here, Jen.
So before we lose everybody, let's go to the magma tunnel.
That's the what I had asked before you realized you couldn't hear me. Is the ground hot or is it cool? Because I've been
Everything's-
barefoot this whole time. So.
Everything's cool. I think so I saw this door and these panels, and I think the panels are like a barrier. They're creating there's this door and it leads into a tunnel, and I think the tunnel is a barrier from the magma. So we'd be safe in the
Okay.
tunnel.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
I run downstairs.
All right. Are the three the
All right.
do you have the three following?
I don't know.
Yep. I'll bring up the rear.
Okay. So what you see, so the four of you see this large tube, octagonal tube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, octagonal tube.
I like how you stopped at 6 and then said, yeah, octagonal.
Yeah. And what you see is kind of massive. This tube and the force fields, it's a wonder of technology. And
It's the Lincoln Tunnel. Get over yourself.
but thinking about how long ago this thing was probably created.
Eh.
Do you start walking into it?
I check it for traps.
Make a perception check.
Trip 5s.
Yeah, you don't perceive anything
Fantastic. I go
wrong
5.
with this. Okay. You start walking and you realize that the strangeness of this tube is that where the magma that you can see outside of this tube is sloshing up, you would expect it to be smoking, steaming. It's just kind of sparking as though it's malfunctioning ever so slightly.
Gnats.
But the entire tube is pretty cool, and you make your way down, kind of to the midpoint, and you start to see, the deeper that you get into this tube, kind of a pink sludge-like material that starts to form on some of these panels that are surrounding you. And I need all of you to make dexterity acrobatics checks.
I'm so glad my dexterity wasn't affected by my hand that has severe sunburn.
So we're going to go in order.
14.
14 for Neela. How'd you do?
12.
12.
12, and
15.
cool. You make sure almost instinctively to try and avoid this pinkness that is surrounding you. So now you're about halfway through this tube, and as you go further, this pink sludge becomes more present, and I need you again to make dexterity acrobatics checks.
Trip forward.
Ugh.
12, 15 again.
11.
11 for
10.
Neela, 10 for Mira.
11.
Yep.
17.
All right. What would you get?
15 again.
Okay. So, Rev and Flora dance past.
I live to dance.
Thanks for wrecking the curve, guys.
Yeah.
My dex is a
And Flora
3.
just grabs her
Get
and is like,
good,
here,
son.
let's do the foxtrot through this.
I waltz with Rev past the pink slide.
Mira, you can't seem to and Neela, you can't seem to avoid the pink sludge that much, and you accidentally kind of graze it, and you feel heat leaving you. You feel like it's extremely cold. Like this pink sludge is very endothermic, and Mira, you're going to take 6 damage penetrating, and Neela, you're going to take 5 damage.
It freezes your soul.
It burns us.
So, halfway through this tunnel, seeing what you're, or 3/4 of the way through this tunnel.
There we go.
Sorry. You start feeling the effects of the heat that surrounds you. The panels that are surrounding you, a lot of them are malfunctioning, and the area that you're in is really, really hot. Like a very intense heat. Like, I'd probably say roughly it kind of feels close to 120, 150 degrees in here.
Oh, gee. Is this all because of that earthquake that ruined everything earlier?
I don't know.
I think the earthquake is not... I think Dewan made an earthquake, y'all. I think she's... I don't know, man.
Well, that would not be beyond the realm of possibilities.
I need everybody to take 6 damage.
What? We didn't get to roll for that one.
Nope.
Hi!
Penetrating
Because we
still?
walked
Yes,
into the
penetrating.
hot tunnel. So,
Gosh, I hope we don't have to do that again.
All that healing for nothing.
You manage to make it finally to the end of this tunnel. The intense heat is still bearing down on you. In front of you, there is a force field door. There's a keypad to open this door. And the kind of pink sludge is appearing to kind of drip along the sides of this keypad.
Oh, the end of the tunnel?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. What? I think we need quiet, unless someone else knows how to open a keypad. Oh.
Quad's not that proficient.
Lothian was trying to do trip ones.
Oh.
But we didn't have... That was well after our last roll. But it's command redeem, and then the name of the thing. And if you need to know what they are, you can use command items. As our stream should say. Yeah, it's there.
Whoa, so many things happened at once.
So much wheel. Much spin.
Let's go. I'm gonna try the same password that was in Well 6 back at Brewcourt.
Okay.
Did it open?
No.
Dang. I tried everything I could do.
Right?
I get 10 rerolls of ones.
Dang. Quat can just try though. Quat knows computers better than we do, or something. I don't know. It's a computer. Nope. Just never mind.
You can try.
Go
You
ahead.
can really
Doesn't hurt.
try.
Send Quad over and make an intelligence cryptography check.
Cryptography.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. What is the thing? Look like?
No.
It's just a regular old keypad.
10.
The Quad can't figure this thing out.
I'm gonna try,
Nope.
and then I'm gonna break it if I can.
Does it have Braille on the keypad?
Does not.
10.
Still have no idea.
I'm gonna break it.
Okay, you can try.
I'm gonna break it with my crossbow bolt.
Make
Oh,
a
Right,
my
the
crossbow.
keypad?
Mickey.
What are you doing?
make a strength might check.
Oh, I was gonna shoot it.
Make a strength might check.
I'm gonna try and punch it, apparently. Yeah, that ain't bad for my having piss poor strength. 13.
Okay.
Did I angrily punch it even though I don't have anger?
You heard it significantly. But you also grazed that.
Get burned?
That
Great, yeah, okay. How much?
7.
Are you kidding?
Don't touch the sludge.
Too late, I touched it, and that thing burned. Is it still penetrating?
Yes.
Wow. Remember the time I got healed?
Can I use Arcane Spring and try to wash some of that sludge off the keypad and around the area?
You can certainly try.
You're gonna fill the whole room with steam, and then we're all blind.
No good. It's full of steam.
But we're gonna have a really relaxing spa day.
It's gonna freeze it.
Target number is
That makes it easier to break.
6, 7, 8, 9. Do I add anything to trying to get to a target number?
Intelligent.
Inner intelligence.
Oh! Thank goodness. 10, 11, 12. Cool. Target number. Okay. Now, summon willpower number of gallons of water out of nowhere. So, 2 gallons of water
All right.
to try to clean it.
The 2 gallons of water rush over this keypad, washing this pink sludge-like mold away.
Mold. I just thought it was the metal melting. Whoops. See what happens when you assume?
Okay.
Now we can touch it?
It's clean. The
Might be a
keypad
little
is
zappy.
Did I short circuit it? Probably.
I should probably not try to touch anything else. I am pretty hurt from that fight and from getting melted. Or cold.
Throw water in it and see what happens.
Did I get frozen or did I get
No,
burned?
I was gonna take
It felt really
Rose
cold.
power staff and just.
You're gonna take your staff and whack at it?
I was trying to shoot at it.
Yeah.
Okay, make a roll.
He made me hit it.
How many dice is this roll? Oh god.
3.
Always 2d6.
Always 3.
3?
Well,
Always. Okay. Yay.
Attribute tests and are always 3d6.
Not yet. 10.
You missed it.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, Raph, can I borrow your staff?
Mira, you haven't gone yet. What are you doing?
Alright, I guess my character's supposed to have some kind of technical skill, though she doesn't.
Go ahead and try. Intelligence.
Yeah, I'll try. So what am I rolling?
Intelligence, cryptography.
Okay.
Tell me one more time that. Oh, I almost took cryptography.
Remember that time I almost took cryptography?
Ew.
Guys,
Remember
we
that time
have
I almost rolled
we
one?
have reroll 1 still. We've still got 3 of them.
Oh. Oh, okay. Then I will use one of the.
All right, now we have 2 of them. Did you roll 1 again?
Maybe.
Okay then. How'd you do?
Okay.
This is why the wheel's getting more expensive.
11.
All right.
Guys, we're stuck.
You can't figure out this code, and the heat is starting to get to all of you again, and I need you all to take another 3 damage.
Guys, I'm going to pass out from the heat.
I'm about to die.
Heat alone is going to make me pass out.
I'm at 12 health.
This
I
door.
have less than that.
Ryan, this door.
Yeah,
Oh, no
figured.
reward.
Oh, can we look at the... Okay, so we've been trying to figure out the code, or can I look at it and see if there's something about it that can help me figure it out? Or
It looks very plain.
just like a code?
It's a code.
I'm going to type in...
Probably like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I already tried that. That was the code for well 6. Okay,
Password.
is it like the numbers and like the in common, like the digits?
It's
Kind of like type in Dowan, like
Is
in
that
like a phone.
Dewan sucks.
It seems to be in archaic
With
runes.
an X.
Do I understand them?
Archaic runes. Maybe it's the symbols on our runes.
I don't know. Is it?
Maybe we should bleed on it.
Yes.
Just bleed on everything. Okay, no, seriously
These
though.
are pretty bad.
Seriously. So, okay, do we know these runes, or are they so archaic there's no way we'd know them?
They are archaic. They appear to be ones that you've seen before in other rooms that you didn't seem to examine very closely.
I want to examine them very closely.
Cool. They don't make any kind of sense to you anymore. Well, they don't make
They're
any kind of
probably
sense to you,
runes.
period.
Are we stuck in here?
I mean, maybe.
What?
They're
Okay,
probably
which
the
ones do
runes
we
of
understand?
way
You
back
don't.
when.
Which ones do we?
You don't.
You
Okay.
said that some of them we do.
Well, no, you've seen these kinds of runes before. You just can't make any sense of them.
Are these the ones we saw outside of Ern and Reed's place?
Probably.
So the ones that say song?
No.
Do we have to sing again?
No.
Okay.
It is a code that you punch in. Or...
Read. It's read.
I'm gonna try and break it again.
Okay.
Me too.
Does the
I'm using a
door
reroll
have
1.
hinges?
I love this.
Ryan, does the
Well-
door have hinges?
13.
I got 16.
We're both punching it
You're
together.
both punching it at the same time?
I got 5 skill points.
I did not.
Punch runes. Thank you, Pine Lord.
I agree with punching runes. Is it broken yet?
Yes.
Is it actually?
Yes.
Are you just like giving us a hand here?
I know.
Okay, we broke
You
it.
managed to break this keypad. In doing so, you are stuck here forever. I'm kidding.
That sucks.
In doing so, the door, you hear the electricity going from the keypad to the door kind of die, as ever so slightly, like the metal, the door kind of loosens a little bit.
I give Mira a high five.
Run. Smash.
Mira, high five. We did it.
I was just gonna open the door.
Yeah, the door opens.
I was gonna look and listen, but okay, door's open.
And what you see
No.
before you is a short, perfectly square tunnel with no decorations and a set of metal doors on the far end.
Let's just run towards
Is
it.
it dark? No! I hold her back
Let's
immediately.
perception it.
Okay.
Square
You're right.
tunnel. There's metal doors at the end?
Yes.
Okay. I want to observe the room and see what's in here.
It is dark and empty.
I'm still gonna stealth across.
Okay.
Okay. Am I rolling for that?
Yeah.
Okay. That could have been much better. 11.
Okay, you get about halfway through and you like stumble a little bit and then you realize that nothing else is here.
To the metal doors!
To the metal doors! Charge!
Woo! Onward!
You get to about 2 yards away from these metal doors,
Fire.
Oh lord.
and
Now
they automatically slide open.
what? Oh no, someone was expecting us.
When you walk through, the
Right.
metal doors slide closed.
Oh, we walked through and they're closed behind us.
And you're within a completely dark room.
Hello.
From the darkness,
Not a problem.
Rev's like, welcome to my
Fist
life.
pound. I find Rev's fist and I fist pound it.
from the darkness come faint sounds of huffing, heavy footsteps. And the sound of scraping stone. The echoes make it clear that this room is massive,
Oh god.
with a vaulted ceiling.
We hear someone in here.
Yes.
Alright, straight stealthing. Wait, where's the wall? Where are we?
You are in the middle.
Rev's gonna step in front of everybody and start, like, backing them up to the wall.
Okay.
Are we at the wall now?
As you back up into the wall, you feel kind of like etchings in the wall. Like, it's not perfectly smooth stone, but it's not just bumpy rock either. Like, there are purposeful things. And who has dark sight here?
Me.
You do. You do.
Thank
You're the
you.
only one who has dark sight.
How does an orc not have dark sight?
Blind.
Just
Yeah.
I mean, she does have dark. He does have.
He doesn't have any sight.
I'm done.
Sensitivity training.
Is she getting more wine?
Everybody.
I even have dark sight listed on my character sheet. So,
10 episodes into this, and she's just realizing, even I wasn't that bad. I got to like episode 4 before I was like, oh right.
Oh my god.
that was the best.
I think just from this night alone, we're gonna have to have a vote of like our top 3 favorite moments from this game.
I'm not gonna lie, this has been my favorite session so far, and I'm loving it. So
This is a really good session. Well, not a good session, but
So I'm the only one with dark sight. Halfling? No, not halfling. Halflings are basically humans. We won? Sweet. Suck it. Whoever we were playing.
Carolina.
Suck it, Carolina.
well, because they don't have ice down there.
There's no ice in Florida!
So what you see are certain etchings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see, you're the only one who sees this because everyone else is in complete darkness. You see kind of etchings almost like hieroglyphs. What you see, as far as you can see, occasionally you will see like a small obelisk-like structure, where another like kind of rocky building type thing,
Sorry. Etchings.
like a little statue.
Obelisks. or
Right.
Statues.
Yep.
Are they like... I'm sorry. I really need to touch you. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I actually can't see. It really hurts.
What the another thing that etchings
Are they just like along the wall, or
are along the wall. They're also in these obelisks that you see and other little statues.
in obelisks?
Statues and obelisks.
No, I was saying where are the statues?
They're kind of like they seem to be spread out. I mean, there's
Along the
in
walls?
your vision that you see like in the expanse of this massive room. There's a couple of them kind of spread out.
Okay.
If you want to take like a closer look at the etchings on the wall,
Yes.
make a perception check.
Ah. Remember that time I was really distracted by my sunburned arm? Yo. Am I seeing? 16.
Okay. I'm going to tell you.
Hey, I get a secret message from the DM. Suck it, everybody else.
Oh.
Sorry, my eye got really burny. It was really painful. Sorry that I'm a failure.
You also see.
I like the question mark.
I said that in like Flowra voice.
Huh?
Yeah. You also see giant black barrels that are about 6 foot tall and just about as wide in diameter. That say on the side diagonally in kind of a stencil the word Ocratane.
Ocratane?
Yes.
Do I know what Ocratane is with my like natural lore? Or is that like a man-made thing? Sounds like octane, which sounds like gasoline.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Is that what it is?
It's not.
Ah, what's Ocratane?
You don't know.
Dang. Okay. How big is... So we're in this massive room. Do I see another door?
From where you are standing, no.
Okay. Do I
What
see
you
what
see
was
is a
making...
great expanse of darkness.
And not whatever was making that sound. The huffing sound.
Yes, no. You still hear it.
Oh, okay.
And you are up against the wall protected by Rev in front of you. You're the only one who can see beyond the immediate where you are, and you can only see so far as what I've just described to you. Because he's blind, damn it!
So I'm going
I'm just gonna try to
What you
smell
did?
whoever is in the. I don't know what good that will do, but
What did you say?
I'm gonna smell. Make a smell check
I love it.
Okay.
because I can. For 14.
Okay. What you
What does Ocratane smell like?
you smell a kind of a relatively faint scent of it kind of seems like rotting meat.
Yikes. It's me? I smell my bad arm.
Make a constitution stamina check. by the way.
Finally! Do I live yet? Oh, I lost a die. Sorry, I didn't make it inside.
Same result.
It was, actually. 11?
Okay.
I'm still alive? Is it still at my elbow?
It's progressing.
Oh, it's like all over my chest?
Yeah.
Is it affecting my heart wings?
It's not affecting them
Oh, thank goodness.
But you're itchy and like you're like a breadcrumb line of like
Me?
your skin.
Oh, neato. So much for stealthing, huh?
Yeah.
Don't tell me it affects my stealth, too.
Doesn't.
Okay.
This
So I'm going to whisper, like, as low as I can.
Okay.
To, first to Rev, who's protecting all of us, and I tell him that, the room is really, really big, and I think we need to move along the walls until we find the way out, because there is something in here with us, and I can't see it, and you certainly can't see it, so we should probably keep moving. Also, do you know what the heck Ocratane is?
Rav does not know what that is.
Cool. We may not need to figure it out. Let's maybe keep moving. And then I say the same thing, like I try to like pull Neela and Mira, who are much lower, and tell them together, like, what I just told Rev.
Make another stealth check.
Stealth, baby! 12.
You may have spoken a little bit too loud.
Dang it. I'm sorry, guys. I have this wonderfully projective voice.
From
What is that like?
Apparently it's like this.
From the shadows, appearing towards you, you hear scuffling towards you pretty quickly. Shortly
Start
thereafter,
scooching along the wall pretty quickly.
shortly thereafter, coming into your view and your view only, and then everybody else except Rev. Is this?
I think my favorite part of this campaign is making some kind of sight joke, and then just looking up and seeing Jasmo's face, like.
Is
the whole time.
this 8-foot tall, pale-looking giant? This one is wielding a hammer.
Hammer time! Stop! How much I
I was gonna take a swing
Wow.
at you, Flower.
Rev's in front!
Don't care.
Rev is gonna block it. Rev's in
Fine,
front!
Rev's in front. Yeah, you're right.
Not to throw you under the bus, Rev, or under the hammer,
No.
but you're in front. I'm not taking any more damage.
Eight,
I have a lot of hit points.
I don't.
18 to hit.
Fucking what?
Oh, to hit.
Just a hit.
What? That's okay, I can roll that.
20 damage.
Oh. I may not have a lot of hit points. My.
Guys,
It's
we're
not.
gonna die.
It's not penetrating, so your
we're
armor
gonna die.
does absorb.
We're gonna die!
Yeah.
We're gonna die! I'm abandoning them and I'm just running.
And we're gonna end here because it's 10 o'clock.
Are you kidding me? 10:30! Guys, hold on for half an hour.
Are we going to 10:30? We can
No,
go to
I
10:30.
can't make that decision.
No.
Okay.
It's only 8:30 for Jasmo.
True. I still have a walk to go on though. While it's still mildly daylight.
Mild daylight
Daylight.
at 8:30?
What is that like?
What is that like?
It's called summer.
Oh,
Also,
it's not so right.
Much farther north than we are.
This stream brought to you by T and K.
I'm really mad at these things.
So yeah, that's sneak attack. And
I'm okay
these
with
things.
this.
So when we come back, just remind me that you'll need to roll initiative, and then.
Tuesday, the Thanks, Tommy.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Why?
Because this was a really great session. I really liked the progression here. And that's going to do it for us tonight. There's probably going to be 2 more weeks left.
2?
2.
Just 2?
Just
Oh my goodness.
Guys, 2 more weeks!
We're a cable show. 12 episodes. Lovely.
That's a
Here.
half a season. So
Yeah, that's half a season.
Oh, until Christmas break.
anyway, thank you guys so much for watching us. And again, thank you for my players, my Yuli and my Jasmo and my Jen with 2 N's and my Mel. And for all of them, I am Ryan, the co-founder of the Hokard and the GM for Titansgrave.
I feel like you keep forgetting we have an end screen.
I do. But it doesn't show us. So, hey, we're out of batteries. We'll see you guys next time. We'll see maybe even tomorrow afternoon for like a special stream because baseball season's starting. And who doesn't want a little baseball action for Stratomatic? I don't know if it's going to happen. It might not.
It's Stratomatic.
You can't tease them with it and then not do it.
We'll take a poll. Who wants to see Stratomatic baseball tomorrow sometime in the afternoon? Say, yes, I do. And if you don't, then I won't do it. But thank you until the next time, which will probably be then Thursday, when me and Brenna and maybe Jen and James are coming over for games. For Tabletop Thursday. For Thump Day game night. Thump Day.
Tabletop Thursday.
Tabletop Thursday. No,
That hasn't been a
Thump
thing in a
Day
minute.
game
Ooh,
night.
that was back in the day.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's sad. That's the one thing that makes me sad about Tuesdays. It's only Tuesday.
That's on a Tuesday?
Wow.
I live for Tuesdays now. I literally live for Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Like,
But it means I have 3 more days of work.
Yeah, me too.
But
Yeah.
that means when Monday rolls around, I just have to survive Monday and then Tuesday, and then I get to be back here.
But at least tomorrow is hump day.
Yay.
Yay.
No, I'm gonna need it to be like Friday tomorrow.
I need it to be I'm not going back to my job again tomorrow.
Anyway, thank you guys for everyone who watched. Thank you, Chad, for the donations.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
You're awesome. You're all awesome. And
Followers, subs, donors, cheerers, all y'all.
Lurkers too. We
Markers.
Lurkers.
Lurkers.
It
Not
sounded like
markers.
markers.
You're drunk.
You are drunk. Go
you are
to sleep.
drunk.
I haven't had a drink in like half an hour. Or more, even.
That's not how alcohol works.
Have a good night, everybody. We will see you probably on Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.